Sitting around the ballroom, they're talking about tomorrow when they're taking Johnny away. Said he wasn't no good, never done the things that he should. That's all the judge had to say. He went in the army when he was 18. Crazy young Irish and mean. Took a kid who was half gone all the way to be wrong with bloodlust and them 16s. His father, he thanks us for coming.
All right, we are back. This is brought to you by Cinema Showcase Podcast. We got a special guest on the show this week, Al. I am under the weather. Al from Bad Brain, Al from Relax Gaetano. I think you haven't been on since like December?
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
He doesn't
You don't remember it fondly?
You text me, I'm like, I think your people are sick of me. Like, I feel like I'm always on or you're always talking
See, I
about
feel like
me.
I told you that. to
Brendan
fuck with
talks about me like Ferg talked about cock last week. He's just so obsessed with me. It's unbelievable.
Lot of
Can't
cock
get
talk.
enough.
Yeah, a lot of cock talk last week.
A lot of cock talk. I mean, who doesn't like it? You know what I
I'll
mean?
agree with one thing. Drake's dick was floppy as hell. I don't know if you saw the video. Have
I
you
didn't
watched
see
the
it.
video?
I haven't seen it.
I might have put a video up too about maybe like a 3-minute video describing his cock. So I can't really shit on Ferg too much. That thing was flopping around everywhere. My whole point is like, what use is a huge dick if it can't get hard? Like it's so big it can't get hard.
I
It's
had
like an
this-
elephant's nose.
You
Like,
think that it can't get hot? Or
I
it
don't
just
know.
wasn't hot
I'm
in that
sure it
video?
can, but like,
But
why
why
would you
put-
have the confidence to send a
That's
photo?
what I
Why
to
would
mean.
you
the
send
video?
the photo?
All right, so here's my theory.
Maybe
You
it's
have
a
cock
flex
talk.
because it's fucking soft and
Well, I
still
think
that big.
like I can see like a dick pic, like you go 3/4 where you got a little bit of pump in it,
Yeah,
but then
chop
it's
it
like,
up a
oh,
little bit.
it's gonna grow a little bit more. I need all the angles and lighting I can get, so I would never send a video like that. but-
Well, I had
I
a.
have to be cutting diamonds to send a fucking video.
yeah, no
Yeah,
kidding.
Clocky will remember this if he's listening, which he is. My buddy Levy's bachelor party. Some girl was like, "What are those sunglasses?" I was like, "Those are HDs." And they're like, "What's that mean?" I'm like, "Hot dicks."
dicks.
And I'm like, and they're like, she's like, "Is that a brand?" I'm like, "No, it means like." I'm like, "What good is a soft dick?" I'm like, "Who cares about big dicks? Like, you gotta get a hot dick to
Exactly.
get it done." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So like, you can have a big dick, but if it doesn't get hot, who gives a shit?
Yeah. That's
that's a fact.
It made me very nervous getting the vasectomy because I was like
What if you
terrified.
never get hot again?
That's what I mean. Imagine never being able to get hot again.
Totally horrible.
Have you got hot?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's like, oh yeah. He's like, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hotter than a rock.
Thank God we just talked about dicks.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it bled from Ferg's, you know what I mean? Ferg was talking about cock all the time. Cock, 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 cock. That was the whole episode. He's like, just give it to me. Give it as many
I'm
cocks
sure your
as you
father's
get.
gonna love this part
All
of
right,
the
let's
episode.
start
My
over.
mom-
You guys want to start over?
My mom will love that reference. That's a reference. So I got absolutely plastered last night
Hell yes.
with Julie Wilcox Turner.
Yep.
Me and Maggie were at 621, as we like to do, and I see Julie. I just waved to her. That was at 6:30. 12:30, we closed the place. She's the best in the world
Yeah.
ever
Since day one.
to do it.
She's awesome.
the best. Jake's at Patriots camp right now,
Correct.
and she went outside to take a call from him. I don't think I'm speaking outside of school, like talking to your aunt, like about like
Right.
what's going on. I just like, dude, if that kid gets on the Patriots, even on the practice team, I
He's
mean,
so sick.
We'll be sick. The
gonna be
jersey will be sick.
I'd buy,
gonna release-
I'd buy
I'll tell
a
you right
jersey
now.
immediately from China.
I'm gonna release the.
You releasing that episode?
I'm releasing it to Patreon.
Okay.
I think that's fair, right? We'll talk to Jake first.
Yeah.
obviously. Before
Yeah, you got to talk to him.
we didn't.
I like how you were so confident. You're like, we'll just actually we'll talk to the guy that has the agent.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
just like, yeah, we'll release it. Yeah.
I told TMZ over here.
Dude, I was so cocked last night. I'm like, I should be his fucking agent. I'm like, fuck this agent. I'm like, I should be his fucking agent.
You get invincible when you drink, huh?
I feel like $1 million. I
Yeah.
feel like, yeah.
So
As we're talking
as
about
we're
There he is.
talking.
where is he? 15.
We're watching the news right now, as old men do.
This is great radio.
This is great radio. So anyway, so we went there. We got absolutely wrecked. While I was there, I was texting Al, I'm like, you're coming on the show tomorrow. We were supposed to have no guest, but I mean, that's an easy guess to get. I mean,
Well,
you have a lot
I'm
going
doing
on.
nothing. So.
Al's low maintenance.
Yeah.
Low maintenance guest.
Low maintenance guest. Yeah.
Al, why does the side of your coffee say slurp? When
I
it
was
is
gonna say that these fucking people at Starbucks, dude. Like, look, this is what they waste their time on.
slurp with an exclamation point. Are they trying to tell you something?
To
This should be. Did they take Ferg was coming in? slurp it up. They write all these stupid things. They draw all this shit on it.
How many shots today?
8.
Eight shots of
We'll
espresso.
probably get a few more later
By
on.
the way, that looks like a good ice.
Yeah, the ice looks like
I
too
started
much,
putting
maybe,
extra
right?
ice.
Oh,
I
yeah.
started putting extra ice. No, because they start greasing me.
So,
with the
so
ice.
give your, what's your order?
8 shots of espresso,
Yeah, that's it.
cold. That's
yeah,
it.
That's it.
Yeah, over
I
ice.
did that for science one day, and I left the house with 2 different fucking sneakers on. That was way too. Like I was like, oh, it's fine, and then it was like a delayed effect, and I was just fucked the rest
So
of the day.
I get the cold brew with 3 shots of espresso, which
Yeah.
you say is a fence rider move.
It is fence rider.
Tess was like, "What are you trying to accomplish with this order?" And I'm like, "You should see my buddy Al. Like he's just doing 9 shots usually."
I know it's gonna be fucking up my heart and all this shit, and like I'm gonna die early, but who gives a fuck?
It's probably better than fucking
dying early anyways.
energy drinks. It's got to be,
Maybe.
right?
Yeah, probably,
It's
right?
natural, more natural.
guess.
than fucking energy drinks.
I went with a child drink today. I went with the old Mocha Madness from Honeydew. You ever have it?
No,
That's a white trash move.
That is unbelievable.
And honeydew too. I actually like honeydew.
Honeydew's food is unreal.
Yeah, it is.
How do you do is the best breakfast
The
sandwich?
cinnamon stick.
Yeah,
Cinnamon stick. I
unbelievable.
bet, yeah.
Honey,
what's in there?
this is a Mocha Madness. It's coffee and chocolate milk.
That's what it
And no,
really
no,
is.
Yeah, swear to
no
God.
sweetener.
I got 1 sugar.
1 sugar.
Yeah. I think, honestly, I got 0 regrets.
All right, so we talked about this. By the way, we'll go back to this. There's this account on Instagram. What's the name of it, Al? The one with the
Oh, the food bitch. Food something.
food something.
Food. I don't know. It's
But
got
she
all
just
numbers.
does like
It's the
Dunkin'
weirdest
Donuts
thing.
orders.
Yeah.
But now it's gotten over the top. So basically, she's like, be like, oh, this guy ordered like 19 sugars and like whatever.
She works there.
Yeah, but I think
You don't see her face.
You don't
You
see her
You
face.
just
You
see her
just-
building the
I've
drink.
seen, I've seen
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I've seen it.
But now I think it's obvious. It's like
She's
she
definitely
just
doing it herself.
faking them. You know what I mean? Because it's like 28 sugars and like it's like a
Dude,
splash.
I'm
of
pretty sure they started out real though.
Oh,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah,
I'm,
yeah.
sure,
Because
I'm sure
people-
there's crazy ones, but it's just
Yeah.
over the top now. My opinion is like, where do you go in and say, I want 28 sugars? Don't you just say extra, extra, extra?
Yeah,
Like, you're not going to know to say 28 sugars, right?
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Like, when you order, I don't order sugar, so I don't know. But if you order, were you going to tell them how many sugars? Or are you going to say extra sugar or regular sugar, right?
Yeah.
If you call coffee regular, that's cream and sugar.
Cream
right?
cream and sugar. I haven't ordered any milk or cream and sugar since I was like a child.
Yeah.
No one's no. If
It's
you're
the evolution
drinking,
of coffee
if you're,
drinkers.
if you're drinking,
It is.
like,
I mean-
yeah, black coffee is all I drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. It's the evolution. It's like you start out, you're like, I need a regular. And then all of a sudden, like, you're like,
Yeah,
get
so you
older
could-
and you're
because
like,
the taste when you first start drinking coffee, it's like an acquired taste. I think
sure.
you know. I remember my
it's
grandmother.
like when you
used
get
to
into
drink,
porno and you're like, I like missionary, but then
Yeah.
all of a sudden you're like, I just like cock.
Yeah.
You know what I
that's
mean?
it.
Like,
Yeah,
it's like
a
seeing
good,
huge cocks.
Yeah. It's
I'm
a good
not even
slippery
gonna
slope.
It's a slippery road.
It's a slippery slope. Yeah, you know what fucked me up for a while when I was maybe 7th, 8th grade? The Dunkaccino. When that got released, dude, that was fucking. Do you remember the
Of
Dunkaccino?
course I do.
What?
Yeah.
You do? Oh, okay.
I never had it.
You never had the Dunkaccino?
No.
It's their hot chocolate with cappuccino or whatever coffee in it.
Yeah.
It's fucking the best thing ever because Dunkin' Donuts got the best hot chocolate on the face of the planet.
I agree.
It's not even close.
And if you throw McGillicuddy's in it when you're at like a tailgate or
Football,
something, it's
yeah,
not
football
bad.
game.
I was at
not bad.
like you were going around the school and they were I don't know what it was, like a Heritage Day or something. Everyone brought food from their own country.
Yeah.
And one, like, there was a Spanish family. It was like, oh, we make the best Mexican hot chocolate on the planet. I took one sip of this thing. I'm like, this isn't even close to Dunkin' Donuts. This sounds like it was Dunkin' Donuts filtered through this lady's fucking granny panties. Like, that's what it felt like it tasted like. You can't touch Dunkin' Donuts hot chocolate. It's not even
Agreed.
close. Yeah.
Agreed.
So big week for the Wilcox family, by the way. Shay just announced another fight.
Yeah, June 20th.
Yeah.
Down in Bridgewater.
How are we getting down there? We're gonna take
I'm dead serious. I was dead serious
Like a
about that.
limo?
I want to do a potty bus. That ride sucked last time.
I'd like an old school
Bridgewater's
limo.
deep.
I'd like
It
an old school
sucked,
limo.
dude.
Plus
And
you're gonna
it's a Friday
Can you drink?
on a potty bus.
No, in the place.
Yeah.
You can, too.
Huge bar.
Yeah,
It's a vets club.
You couldn't do
But
that
it's-
at Brookline, right?
No, you could.
Yeah, they-
Oh,
they
they did. Oh, I didn't know that.
They had a 1 day like liquor license.
Oh, okay.
And they
Can't tell.
raped you
You
for
know
a
who-
fucking
Oh, I'm
Bud Light.
sure.
You know who you're talking to as well, right? Like,
Yeah.
can you drink?
No,
Yes.
I know you're gonna
We'll
drink.
find a way.
By the way, your buddy that was at the last Shay fight is it JJ.
Yep. Avid
When I
listener.
said that, I was like, am I just doing like a racist like thing, like the kid's half black, like JJ, like Waka from
Definitely JJ.
probably the nicest kid I've ever met in my life.
Just don't
He
get him
was
mad. Just don't get him
Yeah,
mad.
awesome is like
for
great
sure.
guy.
I didn't know if he was drinking, so I grabbed beers. So I'm walking over to you guys with beers, and I hand you one.
Yep.
And he like puts his hand out, and I was like, "Oh, you drink?" I was like, "Here you go, take," because it was mine.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I was like, "Here, take this one." He's a great kid.
Yep.
Awesome kid.
He can throw them back for sure.
So, a real quick story as an aside. You guys know this already, but Tommy failed his driver's test on, was it Wednesday, right? So I take him, and I'm like, by the way, Aganis, I wanted to say this in the show. Aganis driving school for people who listen to this who are across the country. They got a stranglehold on the North Shore, right? This is like, this family, I don't know, they're all like just in like a Martha's Vineyard, just like partying while like kids are trying to take left turns.
Yeah.
I saw an Aganis construction truck the other day. I'm gonna leave some pussy for the rest of us. Like, what
Yeah.
are you guys doing? You're owning the whole place? Like, so he gets the guy. What they do is they double book you, right? So it's like you start at 8, but there's 2 kids at 8. So this little girl, like with her dad, like cute kid. I said to the dad, she goes out, nerves running high right now. And he looks at me, he's like, dude, I'm fucking dying right now. I see her come out of the car and like she's bawling. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
I go, we got a stacked deck at blackjack right now. Like we're on the wrong side of this deck. Tommy's body language coming out, like literally, he looked like he was just like, they're like, you're going to Auschwitz. Like it's over for you. Not good. He had a bummer. His buddy went at 2. He failed there. And then he said to me later, he goes, it was a Spanish woman. He goes, and she said that he goes, we hadn't even pulled out. She goes, says to the Aganis guy, yeah, I get so angry that I scream at my neighbors and then I pray for forgiveness from Jesus Christ. And he goes, and I just knew at that moment, he goes, I wasn't passing this fucking test. Like, this
So
lady-
why is she the one that's doing this? Didn't Stadies used to do it? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why? So is she a Stady?
Must be.
Wait,
I don't know.
was
I don't
that
think so
was it
anymore.
a stadium when we were younger?
When I was
Yes.
younger, it was a Stady.
I went to
took you
that
out.
place in fucking Malden, Melrose, like right on the line, that little barracks.
That's
You know
where
what
I
I'm
went.
talking
That's
about?
where I
Okay.
went.
Is that
Yeah.
where, is that where?
No,
Tommy
no,
went?
they don't do it there anymore. You have to go to like an actual R&B.
Yeah, then they drove you around. You did the whole fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy who I had, like, he was like, when I pulled, he's like, you definitely missed that turn. And I remember, like, he was this fat Stady. I was in my buddy's used Civic. And he was like, he got back and he's like, all right, you're good. He's like, I'm going to get coffee. Like, he didn't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. This lady had a hair across her ass, so.
One of my sisters, the state trooper, got out and parallel
Talk
parked
about your
for her,
sisters.
Really?
and she's still parked. She still passed.
Yeah.
So like, it's just you have.
Tough move bringing up sisters, right?
Yeah, we got it. Let's get back to parallel parking though. So yeah, got out. She passed. No one gives a fuck. It's
No,
either you
I
get,
mean-
you can either get a good trooper
Yeah.
or you don't.
That's
Did
what
you
it
guys
is.
have to
Yeah.
parallel park between 2 cars?
Yes. No.
Yeah.
Nope.
I didn't have to. I had to just.
I had to back up
just
50
had to-
feet.
I had to back up into a curb with
Yeah.
no cars there. And
Yeah.
just parallel.
Yeah.
park.
Same with me.
But
yeah.
no
No
I
cars.
wasn't in between.
No,
two
no,
cars.
not in between 2
But
cars.
I grew up in Somerville. It's like you've seen it so many times that you just know how to do it.
Yeah.
Like my whole family's from Cambridge. I've seen other people drive who grew up in like the suburbs. They have no clue what to do when
Yeah,
they
it's
get
like
in
a
the
foreign
city.
language.
They're like,
Yeah.
what do- I just got to go around the block again. I'm like,
I'm gonna say
fuck
this right
going
now.
around the block.
Your kids are gonna have no clue.
Yeah, my kids are gonna be
No,
fucked.
The parallel
fucking
park I
idea.
did in front
Like,
of
where's the driveway?
the parallel park I did in front of the Dot Tavern was probably the best parallel park.
Oh, that was a
anybody's
good. Yeah,
ever done.
it was a good one.
And I'm
Did you,
not-
did
I'm
you have
not
a
really-
crowd too?
No, it was
Oh,
just me and
that's
Vince.
nice
It
when
was
you
like,
get a
dude,
crowd.
I was
Oh,
like,
it's
I
the
was
best.
like, I was like,
That's a great
And
feeling.
it was a shitty move by me, right? I downplayed it.
what?
You were like, how good was that? I was like, dude, it was all right.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
I do that all the time. Like you look back and you just like you act like you're fucking, you just threw a touchdown pass in
It's
the
a cheat-
Super Bowl.
it's a
You look
cheat
back,
code
you're like,
now.
Did you see that? Like, look at that pocket drop. Like, I'm like put my kid's head in. Like, measure those 2 wheels. I guarantee they're the same distance from each other. Like, both those wheels are from the curb the same amount of distance.
The rear view camera is a fucking cheat code.
That is
I
cheat.
love it.
But here's the
My-
thing: they're
I don't
making
even
these
look
kids
back.
do like still look over the blind spot, and I'm like, we have.
Yeah,
it's-
turn
When
around.
was
It's
the
like
last
being
time
like
you
put-
went like
I
this?
know. I never
Dude, it's
do.
like
Never.
it's
I
like
never
being
do.
like, dude, put on a record right now. Like I have a fucking iPhone. Like I don't need to put a record on. You know what I mean? Like what are we doing?
on a record.
I had
Yeah.
when I had my condo in Somerville, I had a Silverado, 09 Silverado, no
Yeah.
rear view camera. I used to just tap all these yuppies bumpers.
That's all, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd be like, am I close enough? Dink,
Ding.
yep, there I am.
So, with all these cars, because when I had it, I imagine when we all had to take it, the emergency brake was in the middle. Cars don't have that in the middle anymore. So what do they do?
What do they
You
have? A
e-brake
button?
down on your left. like
But
low
that,
upside.
no, but that
Well, trucks have the foot pedal,
That's
Yeah.
but
the foot
some
pedal.
of them have a button.
Oh,
Now that button now, yeah. Mine's a button.
you had to have an emergency brake in the middle when you took it. So like I had to borrow someone else's car when I
To
took mine.
secure it.
So I
No,
took it
for
with my
just in
driving
case you're
school.
driving reckless and the state trooper could just be like, whoa, and just pull it.
My driving school like brought me in their car.
Yeah, and
You know
they
what I
had
mean?
pedals
And
on
they,
their
like, they had a
side.
couple guys. Yeah, they had pedals.
that's
the whole
what.
nine,
Yeah, that's what Tommy said.
Remember taking? I took driver's ed, right? And obviously, as I'm driving, the person never had to use the pedals.
Yeah.
Then there was like 3 of us in the car.
Oh, yeah.
There's some chick in the front seat driving,
Yeah.
and the dude was like, "Her."
And yeah.
I was like, "Holy shit!" The fact that he had to use the pedal during driving school, she should have automatically failed.
Well, I'll tell you right now, if we're talking about sisters, I happened to be at 621 last
Glad you
night,
brought that up.
and Julie's like, "That's Danny's older sister, not Tassie, who's often talked about on the show.
Yep.
Your sister Gina,
Yep. Want her social security number too?
a fantastic looking woman. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I'm gonna say like I well documented on this podcast that like I'm more inclined to an older woman than I am like I'm not the opposite of Belichick. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when I'm like
Yeah.
60, I'm gonna want a 90-year-old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just an absolutely classic looking woman. I'm gonna say that. So she was talking to us. She was doing like she was running up people's bills and shit. And I go, I do the podcast with Danny, and she was like, awesome. Like she was like, congrats. Like
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
give
Beat
a
it.
fuck,
Yeah.
which made
Beat
me
it,
love her
kid.
even
Yeah,
more.
yeah, yeah. I know.
I'm like-
You were falling deeper and
I was,
deeper.
like,
Yeah.
I was like, how much can I? Do you want me to dance for you? Like, what do you want me
He's
to do?
thinking about killing Maggie right on the
I
spot.
also
He's
play guitar.
I do it all. I do it
Yeah,
all. Yeah. I
Want to hear a
play it.
song?
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Anyways, great looking woman.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, that's
Thanks.
a good sign of your lineage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a great sign.
And a classy woman, by the way. You know what I mean? A woman you could take to a
So
wedding.
Jordan, what's her name from Bill Belichick?
Jordan.
Yeah.
I do love how he was just going on these like tirades, like what he wanted to do, like in terms of like he's like I'm gonna go get a mortgage, I'm gonna get in a mortgage over my head, have a 30-year mortgage with a 10% interest rate just so I could stay with her even longer. Like just like locked in. He's
The
like
funny thing is,
on a
I'm-
beer rug or something. What were you saying? You were
I
saying
said
all this
basket
shit.
rug
Yeah,
in front of a roaring fire.
Yeah, in front of a roaring
Yeah,
fire.
like I had
Yeah,
a
it's
whole like life planned for me and Danny's
yeah,
sister.
he was planning out his whole life.
She didn't have that same plan though. She
Yeah.
was like, look at
Yeah.
this fat loser, like
Yeah.
like
Look at this
who
kid's
does a
beard.
podcast with my idiot brother.
Yeah.
Basically, is what it was.
Are you betting 4 numbers or 5 numbers? That's the
5
question.
always.
Yeah.
5 always.
Five's the way to go.
Five's, I think 5 is the way to go. I was a big 4 number guy for a while, but I think 5's the way to go
What's
now.
400?
100
Yeah, it's not even worth it.
to play the game.
Well, I go 20. I go
Talk about
20
a waste
ride.
of money.
I go 20 a ride.
Because that's what this show's
Every
about, right?
Every game?
Yeah,
Do you?
Come on.
Jesus Christ.
but I don't play like 20 games. Like I'll just.
Well, no
hit this,
shit.
hit
I
this.
figured
yeah.
that would.
Yeah, that
Bankrupt your
catch up.
family.
That catches up.
I remember when I was younger, when I first turned 18, go to restaurants and shit, we'd play $20 and just do one number.
Yeah.
So that pays out like what, $2.50?
75 or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
$2.50
real
on
degenerate
a
shit.
dollar. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So by the way, Bob C came by the other night to pick up his golf clubs at
Yeah.
like 6:30. And he stayed here till like 8:15. We just sat in here. I'm like, I'm not lying. Like, I think he's the best to ever do it to shoot the shit with.
Dude, he's all right.
He's up there. Yeah, no, he is.
It's like him and Ferg. Like that's the ranking
Yeah.
of like how they go.
1-2 punch.
1-2 punch. Yeah.
It's a tough one to
Dude,
beat.
he is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
He is.
Like he was telling me unbelievable. Like I'm like, dude, how have you not told these stories on the podcast? Like the level of stories this kid has are just fucking unbelievable.
He's probably one of my oldest friends.
Yeah.
Because like I have friends from high school that I still talk to, but
Yeah.
we don't hang out. Like I hang out
Like
with
that
Bob.
guy that DM'd you on like New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I still hang out with him once in a while.
They want to fuck you.
Yeah. Only
So,
when I'm really drunk.
Let's catch up real quick, Al, on Bad Brain. So,
Oh,
a lot
man,
of
man.
drama. on
so
Bad Brain.
Justin has left Bad Brain
Justin's left Bad Brain for the
for-
time being. We'll
for
see.
another podcast.
For another podcast. I would say a better podcast.
Yeah.
You know,
What's it called?
Cinema Showcase.
Cinema
It hasn't come
Showcase.
out yet. It's me and Justin.
It's got a nice,
Yeah,
it's got a
it's-
nice ring to it.
that seems like a drunk.
I would have to be him.
No, he agreed to that when he was obviously clearly.
Oh, yeah.
That's
That's
what
what you
I'm saying.
meant. Yeah, that's what I meant.
I say that's like a drunk purchase that he couldn't cash. You know
Yeah,
what I mean, like
this is
now
good.
he's-
This is a
it's-
good lead into what we're talking
Yeah, this is a bad purchase for you. That should be a number 1 pick. Is like you picked that purchase. Like you were just like, yeah, let me go ride out with Justin. Let's go watch.
I don't
3
see
hour
why
movies together.
Justin's so pissed. Nico is who Nico is.
All right. So let's give background.
Yeah.
So the podcast that you have with your cousins.
Yeah.
Which I had this conversation with Al yesterday on the phone. Which, by the way, I think you referenced me the other day. Where you're like, I talked to this one older guy on the phone a lot, and like we have to talk. Like I have to talk. on the
No, it
phone.
wasn't you.
Oh,
But
okay.
you're on there.
He thinks it's all about him.
Yeah, he
Well,
thinks it's all
I'm
about
like
him, yeah.
Justin. That's why
Clearly.
we're good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you know what I
fair.
mean.
That shouldn't. You guys shouldn't butt heads at all.
That's what's gonna last half an episode.
So
I want to see what that logo looks like.
He had it out before they even recorded the first episode.
he's got a whole.
He already has a
both-
shirt.
They're sitting jerking each other off in a movie theater. That's what it looks
The
like.
kid's got. He's a man of action. I'm gonna say that.
that
He's
is.
a man of action.
Justin will get shit done.
He will get shut down. So you have the podcast with your two cousins.
Yes.
Used to be three cousins.
It used to be three
Mark
cousins.
Lewis left,
Mark Lewis left.
and now it's you. And well, it was you and Justin, and Nico, and now it's just you and Nico.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the dickhead. Maybe I'm just causing too many fires between everybody, just getting them all
About
jacked
to
up.
say, maybe there's a common denominator.
I said between this and Nico's video that he put up, where he was basically bawling his eyes out. I mean, we're getting really inside baseball, inside.
I don't
Batman
care.
here.
That's fine.
This might be my favorite week ever in the history of time. You know, I'm talking. My kid was born, wedding, everything. You know, this is probably like. It definitely probably beat the 2016 fucking Super Bowl. Like in terms of a jubilee. When I saw that video of Nico crying,
the best was like
Yeah,
me,
so the back-
me
the back-
texting you.
The
Yes.
backstory.
You were
is-
playing baseball.
Backstory is
Basketball.
Yeah.
All right, the backstory for people who don't know is Nico was with this girl for like 4 months,
yep.
and he was like, "I'm over it." And then he puts up a video. It's 10 minutes. It's got sad music in the background. It looks like a bit. It looks like
It
that's
looks like it looked like a skit.
I
Look
did
at
not
this
think
kid.
it was real.
Yeah.
It was 10 minutes of him crying on camera.
I said it's the gayest video and the realest video ever put on the internet.
I
And
totally
I think
agree.
it's like that's like right where it lives.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're in fucking shambles.
The unintentional fucking gold that the Luisi family puts out.
It's nuts.
Mark Lewis
Did you see him punching his son?
Reacted to the
I
Celtics?
texted you guys. He reacted to the Celtics loss, dude, and he was like throwing these fake punches at his fucking like three-legged dresser. The thing wobbled so
Oh, yeah,
hard.
the-
I was
those floors
the
aren't
only
even.
thing that would have made that
Throw
video
a quick
better.
go to self-leveler down, Mark.
Come on.
The only thing that would have made it better is if that fucking TV tipped and hit him right in the forehead.
If that,
died.
I mean, I'll be honest, he's a child too. Like,
That's what I mean.
he's
He's
doing pretty well
underdeveloped.
for himself. They're both underdeveloped.
Yeah.
I think that I've had this conversation. I'm like, why don't you go get an apartment? You know, why don't you go get
Yeah.
like a, go buy a 29-inch TV instead of a 27-inch
He's got
TV.
the money, dude.
He's got the money, and he's just in there. His fucking clothes are all the whole closet's
The
out.
closet's
And he's
just
like,
open.
sitting there all blooded out. He's in red sweatpants, red shirt with a white Boston Celtics hat. It makes no sense. He doesn't match at all. He clearly put the hat on just for the video.
Just for the video.
And it's just like, I love those kids more than anything. Like, they give me so much enjoyment just because, like, watching those fake I think he threw the first punch and it hurt his knuckles. And
Yeah,
then he just
and then
was
he
like,
started-
fuck this. Then he
he
started
started throwing forearms.
It's just like,
Dude, I'll tell you right now, people have asked me because who listen to this, who like are from around here, like who like to take the piss out of Marco.
yeah.
And I'm like, dude, if you meet Mark, you'll like just think he's like he's the sweetest kid you've met in your life. He's the nicest kid like
Yeah.
in the world. Is he retarded? Maybe. You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
potential.
I guess we're all a little retarded.
We all are. Yeah. So it's probably why I'm like, yeah, he's the best. It was an unbelievable video though because all his clothes were like all over the place.
Yeah, they were just like,
Yeah,
it
it's
was
just
like-
a mess.
And he don't give a fuck. He's like, the best part is people will be like, yeah, why don't you put like doors on your closet? And he's like, why don't you fucking shave that unibrow, dude? Like, he just like tries to go at them.
Also, by the way, speaking of people in the comments, some guy this morning, was it this morning? Fake Sean O'Brien.
Fake Sean O'Brien. Sean Brobrien.
Sean O'Brien.
I was like, hey, behave, bro.
Yeah, he's like, this is the worst take. I think it was the one I did.
It wasn't even a take. It was like a story. It didn't make sense.
Well, I don't give a fuck. But like,
It was about your flannel fucking.
Yeah, it was a story
it was
about
the bathing suit
Bathing suit.
story.
Bathing
yeah,
suits, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, is it a hit? No, it's not. It's like
who
it's a
cares,
deep
though?
cut on the album. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Sean O'Brien is probably like jerking off to huge cocks. Like that's probably what he's doing in his band.
I do like the
Not a cock
handle
reference.
though. I do like the handle.
It's not bad.
Yeah, Sean O'Brien.
So
Yeah.
I just commented, behave, bro.
yeah.
Just like nothing, you know?
What
And
was he
then
saying on what video?
He said it was a bad take.
He's just like,
but
dude.
it wasn't even like a take. It was a story.
Dude, the best is when this is a.
Do we
a
know
common,
who that is or no?
No, I
All
think
right,
he's
so
just-
By the way-
I think he saw one of better videos and just scrolled.
I like how you said it was a better one because that was my.
Yeah. I think he had a Saints jersey on,
Maybe.
like New Orleans Saints.
Yeah. Yeah, I looked at the picture, but like you can't. I'm not gonna go follow this fucking freak.
Is he trying to make fun of Sean O'Brien?
No, he's trying to
No,
make fun.
no. His name is Sean O'Brien.
Believe it or not, there's more than one than Sean O'Brien.
No, I get it, but I took that the wrong way. I thought
No,
it
he
like
was trying to
someone
shit on us
troll
on
Sean
one of our
O'Brien.
reels.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was like, "This is a terrible take. You guys suck." Like, all right.
My
Yeah,
take,
they
by
do
the way.
this all the
Yeah.
time.
By the way, I actually
What was your
like,
take?
It was about how I went to LL Bean to get a sweater, and then I got a bathing suit, and then Maggie's like, "What kind of bathing suit did you get?" And I was like, "Oh, it's flannel."
Flannel.
Like, 'cause it's from LL Bean.
And then he talked about getting out of the water, or
Yeah, I'm
maybe
like-
I
I'm
talked.
like,
Yeah,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I know that video. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, is it one of the better ones? Obviously not, but you got to put out
But
content.
what kind of take? You didn't even. What kind of
What's that
side?
take?
Like, is
Yeah.
it not a take? It's
That's
not even
what.
a take.
That's
Maybe
what my
you know what?
opinion was.
Maybe
It
he's
wasn't
a,
like he was.
maybe he's an
it
old
wasn't an
school,
opinion.
like he's a fucking real LL Bean defender. You know what I mean?
Maybe
Like,
that's what
yeah,
it is.
yeah,
He's a regional
yeah.
manager.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
He
He's
still
like
remembers
you.
the return policy.
He's like, yeah,
he
he's
hopes
like,
that
dude,
comes back.
he's
Yeah.
like,
He's got the anagram backpack. And
He's like,
he hikes.
we're rebranding. You know what I mean? We're rebranding.
He's so mad that like people like got into duck boots there for a bit.
Yeah.
So
So Justin's off the show.
Justin's off the show. We're moving forward. It is what it is.
Do you have another cousin in mind that can
I
replace
have a
Justin?
ton of cousins.
So I'll tell you right now, you got one cousin that I met at our, I think it was the ugly. Oh no, it's a comedy show.
Oh, that,
I mean, if you can get this kid on camera,
He'll never do it.
if you can
No.
get him on camera,
I tried to a few times.
he's a soprano.
He
looks
is.
like a
Yeah,
soprano.
he
he looks
That's
like
Christopher Moltisanti.
He looks like Chrissy.
He looks like if John Cazale had lived
Yeah.
to play a cool person, he would have played your cousin. Like, he is literally the best Italian I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
Like, he's
Ridiculous.
unreal.
And he like, I feel like he lives it up. Like he's just out there in his fucking wife beat.
Oh,
Like,
he
like if
totally
you ever
does.
golf with this kid, he refuses to wear a hat. His hair's all slicked back. He's just sitting there.
It is amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
it's-
saying to me,
Yeah.
he's like, he's not Italian. And I'm like, is he really saying it like that? I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I was like, holy shit. Yeah, you should get him on, but he's never coming on, right?
He'll never come on. He's the funniest kid in the family. It's not even a question.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, so-
Absolutely hilarious. Fucking legend.
Yeah.
So he's gone. So Marco's gone. I mean, listen,
We're dropping off. one
I
by
think
one.
the Justin's coming back.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
history
Justin's
repeats
not allowed
itself,
back now.
Marco left, and it was a pretty good decision. Maybe,
That's what I'm saying. It does make sense.
maybe he's gonna blow up now.
Imagine if the cinema showcase blows up. dude.
Yeah.
It's not
That'd be
going
sick.
to. I can tell you that right
I know.
now.
Well,
You're just left in the
I would
dust.
say that the first episode, if it was me, if I was putting out the first episode of a podcast, I would pick like more of a mainstream movie. They're picking like a 2002 movie.
South
with-
Korean
in
film.
South Korea
with
with
all
subtitles.
subtitles. Old
No.
boy.
Yes.
Old boy. Yeah.
What?
So
It makes no sense. Like,
Like,
when would you go
bro.
see Sinners or something? That's in the
Requiem
movie?
for a Dream.
Anything.
yeah,
They could have legit.
worse.
Worse. Way
So-
worse.
And did I hear this correctly? You guys are strictly doing Zoom?
Yeah, because I can't have like fucking 2 podcasts in here a week. I gotta
Can't
be
have
able to, like,
Justin in my house.
No, and he don't want to go over Justin's house. Imagine you sitting behind that pole he has in his living room.
Santino's just throwing shit
That'd
at
be a
him.
great picture, though. Yeah. The baby's crawling on you. Y'all
I'll
hold
tell you
the
this right
baby.
now, though. I had a fucking blast. It was a lot of fun. The best was he texted me yesterday. He's like, dude, we're going back and forth about like ideas for like stuff. And I'm like, I said to him, like, I think we gotta like probably if you want people to ever listen to this, like, we gotta incorporate a new movie at the beginning. Like, be like, oh, we just saw Sinners, 2 of us, and then Dogma, which he wants to do. I don't give a fuck if anybody listens to anything I do. Everybody
Yeah,
knows that, right?
yeah.
It's like nobody. Art is
It's
for the
a
sake
niche
of art.
market.
It's niche market.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Super
Super
cool.
cool.
super cold. Yeah, exactly. Like the
He'll-
people at
he'll
the
toss 'em
facility,
back.
the people at the facility, they want you to be drinking them super cold. So we're working on it. We're working through the kinks. I'm having fun. That's what I'm saying. I just want to be the Justin business.
I could see that.
Who doesn't want to be in the Justin business?
It's a thriving business. He's one of the greatest entrepreneurs on. in the,
on the North Shore, ever to do it.
I would say probably in this century. That's how I put it.
Yeah.
Ever.
It's like
Aspiring-
Rockefeller, Lepore.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
an aspiring Florida slumlord.
Yeah, that's what he wants. He just wants to slum.
a fucking slum in Florida.
50 unit properties for
Yeah.
10,000.
Dude,
down.
he'll be cruising.
What do you got? Booted off Bad Brain. I'm not. By the way, I'm saying nothing that I wouldn't say to Justin. Well, when he decided to leave Bad Brain, I texted him because I was like, I wanted to have him back on, just him, just have Justin back on because it just cracks me the fuck up. Dude, when he wheeze laughs,
Oh, yeah.
It's
when
the
he
best.
wheeze laughs, it's my favorite thing.
It
he's
It
ever.
is.
is. It is the
That's
best.
what when he gave you the glasses. That was a top tier laugh.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Like He's one of the most ridiculously funny people I've ever met.
Yeah, but he
What's
doesn't
going on
take
with
it. He
Nico?
takes himself too serious.
Are we getting Nico on the show? Are you in talks with him?
Yeah, I haven't talked to Nico. The problem is Nico's schedule. Like, if you listen to Bad Brain when he's like, when
He
Al's like,
doesn't- he
dude,
I don't know
it's
what his
11,
schedule
the
is.
kid can't get up.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah,
and he works on the weekends.
The weekends, yeah.
So it's tough. Like, we
might
have
be
to
able
have
to do it Sunday.
we have to have him and Danny reunited
Yeah.
from the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think
That's
like
one of the best videos ever.
I think that people don't know that see the video that Danny didn't know Nico. We didn't all know each other at that point.
It's just a small world.
That was
Just a
years-
small world.
What year was that?
2021, maybe.
I think it was the Warriors title.
It was a Warriors.
The first-
well,
it was
we
the
didn't win the
first year-
title. They,
Yeah,
they
that's
won
When
it.
they lost.
The first
That
year
game
pulled
is
the
when
cord.
Oh, it was, yeah.
that game is when Steph Curry got like 46 points. Like he went off in the fourth
Yeah,
quarter.
yeah.
And he had a big ass dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a big ass dick or not.
Yeah.
Nico's reaction is
Yeah.
unreal. He's like,
It's like, yeah.
it takes him like a minute
Honestly.
to like process the information. Honestly.
Honestly.
I was thinking about making a video,
Man on the street.
and it was going to be that video. But I feel like we've kind of used that video a lot. It's like, do you have a big ass dick or not?
Dude,
and
it
then,
hits
and then
every time,
Ferg,
though.
I wish I had like
Yeah.
a video of Ferg going like this and like looking. Like if I could have Ferg like he's just like, who's got a big dick?
Just have him running down Route 1.
I think
was the
Ferg's
best.
like superpowers that he knows like how big people's dicks are. Like Ferg's like sized me up and down. He already knows how big my dick is.
Well, that was like
Guaranteed.
the back when
Yeah.
Don said that. He goes, Ferg knows like how big if you have a big ass dick.
Yeah, he knows. Ferg
already
definitely
knows.
knows.
Oh man, poor Ferg. He's taking it out tonight.
Mark's one of the funniest kids, too.
Mark
he's,
Wardon?
yeah,
Yeah.
he's wicked low key, not out there in the public, but
Yeah.
he's fucking hilarious.
He's well, I mean that
He's
comment,
another mod.
that comment killed it. So all right, so Justin's off the show.
Justin's off
Where do
the
you
show.
see the future of the show going?
Well, I see it the same that it was before. It's going nowhere. Like I don't think it was ever going anywhere. I mean, it is what it is.
It's not like confidence.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
I mean, we put out a trash product, so it's all good. Don't listen to Bad Brain. Don't. I would say listen to Showcase Cinema. That's probably got the highest future out of all three podcasts. I'd say. How do you guys feel about him? Like just going to waste his time when he could be like cutting another clip or doing something.
Which I'm
different.
doing all the time.
Brendan?
Yeah, he
I
could be
don't
doing
care how
something
he
different.
wastes his time.
All right, just
Like,
what you
as long
guys
as
are
you
feeling.
I'm still gonna be here every week.
Yeah, they're like, as long as you
wasting more
keep
time with them.
cutting these clips, bitch. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, I'm in the Justin business.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's a lucrative business.
It's one
I
of the,
got a lot of like if we're gonna talk worst purchases, a lot of stuff influenced by Justin.
I like it.
So
I like
it's
I like
gonna
it.
cost you more money than it's gonna keep you.
like
Get
Justin,
money.
if you want to get in on the ground floor or something, get in on fucking Justin.
It's like getting into Amazon early.
It's only going up from here.
Does this cinema showcase, does it have like any social media yet?
Justin already has an Instagram set up.
I gotta follow it.
I gotta follow it,
Yeah.
too.
I have-
Cinema_showcase_pod. That's
Yeah.
what the thing is. I'll spit it out for you. I wish he could
You're
have got it
already the
without.
biggest fan.
I wish he could have got it without the underscores, but someone probably already got that already.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put
People
any
love
names on
underscores,
that.
though. I'll be honest with you. That's like a
I don't know. I
thing.
think it's too many underscores.
Yeah, I think
Three underscores is
honestly,
nuts.
someone that has a Instagram handle with two underscores, it sucks. Because you start typing in Boston baked beans, and my thing does not come up because you skip the
Well,
underscores.
what about this one? Nico's so retarded. Let's talk about Nico. His is NL94,
Yeah.
and he used to have 3 underscores
At the end?
at the end of his thing. So people didn't know if it was 2 or 3, so they could never search it. He changed his name to Mark Lewis is my brother at one point. We made him because Marco would like never like acknowledge him. So he's just like, all right, Mark Lewis is my brother. That's what he changed his name to like a couple years ago. He tried to change it back. And he changed it to only 2 because him himself forgot he had 3 underscores. So like everything that was tagged, like everything we had tagged on all the socials had to 3. So then he could never get back to 3. So now he's just back to 2. I'm pretty sure. I could
By the
have
way,
that wrong.
I missed this little part of the
I wish his name
podcast.
was just underscore at this point.
yeah,
I know we're
exactly.
talking inside baseball.
He's like Kyler Murray has the 3. That's why he had his name like that. Yeah, Kyler Murray. I'm like the most mid quarterback ever. He loves college football. So anybody that's like
Oh,
half
yes.
decent at college football,
Now I'm a Nico guy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well,
Let's
I will
go.
say- I'll
You and
say
Nico
this.
would ball out on.
Dude, I'm
fucking
saying
college
this right now. Nico and Danny are a perfect match because
Yes.
Nico and Danny both love sports, could talk on it forever, college football, all
Yeah.
that stuff, and they're actually good to talk about with.
Yeah.
Like Joe from Gloucester who famously hates Nico's like anything,
Life choices.
anything
Yeah.
Nico does except his sports takes are great. Like he's right. Like he's interesting to listen to talk about
Yeah.
sports. And And I mean, the fact that you guys met all those years ago, it's we gotta get the reunion.
Nico and Danny are very similar. Danny like has his life together more than Nico. That's the difference. That's how bad Nico is. How's that sound?
Oh, perfect. Okay.
All right. No, yeah, his mother calls him an undeveloped 30-year-old.
Yeah.
Like legitimately to his face, like, you're an underdeveloped 30-year-old. And I think that's like a perfect way to describe most people. He's for sure number one on that list. Him and his brother.
But I'll tell you right now, when I fucking rizzed him up when I came on the podcast, and he was like, he had the look on his face like he's like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to meet this fucking loser.
Oh, yeah.
I went over to Nico. I've been waiting to meet you. And like Nico was like,
Start
oh
smiling.
yeah, like he was like, dude, he's a
You
great
rizzed
kid.
him up, yeah.
He's a fucking awesome kid. All right, so we're gonna do worst purchases today. By the way, we got the golf tournament coming up in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
If you haven't paid yet, you should pay.
Yeah.
There's only a few
Oh,
people
I
that
gotta
haven't
pay.
paid.
I gotta pay.
There we go.
Oh, is that why you said that? I
Oh,
got that.
well,
Yeah,
you
good,
just
good.
stepped on my
Now
gas.
It's
you're
not
not
just-
getting
hey,
it.
it's not
Now
just
you're not
you.
getting it.
It's not just you. Not just you.
11:23. You'll get
It's
it.
basically every friend of Danny's and you. That's what it
Okay.
is. No, I'm just kidding around.
No, we went through that yesterday. I actually thought it was more, but no, I'm
No, we're clicking good. We actually have got a lot of the money in. I think we're gonna end up having like $3,000 for cystic fibrosis, like we did last year.
If you want to sponsor a hole, reach out to us.
Yeah, because we're running on like tight time.
Yeah. So we're
If you're trying to promote a restaurant like Big Belly Deli,
yeah.
Belly
Probably
restaurant, yeah.
Or Cinema Showcase.
Cinema Showcase.
Cinema Showcase deserves to be on a whole.
I'm doing
Yeah,
it. I'll do
dude.
that. I'll
yeah.
do that. That's
it
on me.
deserves to be on a whole.
That's on me.
100%.
So that's coming up the 23rd, 8 a.m. By the way, if you want to come afterwards, just drink with us and hang out. We drank there fucking all day.
You guys taking Ubers there? You taking an Uber, Fitz?
Probably.
Oh yeah, it's an Uber day. You're not gonna want to be fucking.
See if someone could pick me up. Yeah.
Yeah, get one
Yeah.
of you got 2 groups.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we're gonna litigate this right now. So May 17th, I think. Lawrence Guarino, Law, as we like to know him,
Yeah.
like the fucking long arm of the law.
Yeah, long arm of the law. He's a great character too.
I'm going on his podcast. He wants one of you 2 that can make it to the podcast. He doesn't have 5 mics, so it's one.
yeah, it's one of you two. And
What's
you
this,
know,
17th, you said?
Yeah, it's like he does.
That's
What
like-
times usually do it?
That's
it's late at night, 8:00.
8:00.
a week from today.
No,
This-
no, it's not. Week from today is the 16th because that's my comedy show.
No, it's the 10th. Today's the 10th. So yeah,
A week from today.
is the 17th.
Oh, today's Saturday.
Yeah.
My bad.
So
My
it's
bad.
Saturday night.
A week.
No.
A week is
Hey, you
7
don't got
days.
that. Hey, that's my bad.
I got my phone running. Text him. Say what day did you want Brendan on?
He's
A
gonna.
week,
He's gonna
7 days, and the 17th is a week from today. Danny, are you available?
I'm bad with dates.
Go for it.
You sure you don't want to go?
Go for it.
I was actually thinking.
Honestly, I can probably do it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if you have to back out, Danny has to back out.
He's going to adjust.
We're just going to
Cinema
promote Cinema
Showcase.
Showcase.
I told.
Do you want to do that?
No. I texted Brendan. I'm like, hey, Brendan, do me a favor. Because I know Justin will see this. I'm like, can we just promote a fake podcast like me and you and be like, hey, Brendan's starting another podcast with me just to piss off Justin? Because Justin's
Oh,
gonna
so
be-
that's not real?
what? Cinema
Cinema
Showcase?
Showcase?
No, Cinema Showcase.
That's
is
real.
It's very
I'm
real.
saying, like me and
Okay.
him to be like
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Justin, oh yeah, he's doing another podcast
Yeah, we're
about
doing-
like golf or something.
By the way, Fitzy always talks about this. How his favorite thing is to like try to make people that he thinks are funny, like Josh. He's like, if I can make Josh
Laugh.
like a Will Noonan like really
Yeah.
laugh,
Yeah.
like it makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Like I didn't get one wheeze laugh out of Justin.
No?
this week. Nope. I didn't get
Oh.
one. So like I know I'm not doing my job yet. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, you got Justin has a
Justin's
specific
a-
sense of humor.
Justin-
Yeah, I think Justin mostly-
Justin's
did
a
you-
niche,
first of all,
he's a niche market.
did you see that? Like, I would say go back to the episode Brendan was on. Go back to the episode of Brendan's on, and go back to the videos that he played and look at Justin's instincts. Like, so he has like a weird sense of humor, like where he laughs at stuff that like we were watching. Like, this is what you think is funny. Like, it
Here's
was
what-
like the dumbest shit
That's
ever.
what Nico.
Yeah.
Nico's line was like. First of all, I have to say this too. Nico's a pretty good actor. Like, dude, I was going
15th.
through 15th. So that's
Thursday?
Thursday.
Justin Wheeze laughs at his own jokes more than any
That's what I'm
other
saying.
jokes.
Yeah, yeah.
You're not gonna. You're probably
Yeah.
not gonna
He can only
make
make
him
himself
Wheeze
laugh that
laugh.
hard.
Dude,
Justin definitely jerks
he-
off to himself.
when he
like to
does-
the sound of his, I swear to God, you must listen to his
in the
music
mirror.
and just pound one out. Yeah.
When he Wheeze laughs, it's usually when he's fucking with Nico.
yeah.
If he fucks
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Nico
yeah.
and it's a real good
Yeah, he
fucking
likes
bit, that's when he like,
All right, so let me
loses
rate
breath.
the actors from Bad Brain for skits. Nico's one. Justin's not gonna like this, by the way. This might be the end of the
Oh, I'm
Cinema
bad.
Showcase.
you see my
No,
accent the other day on the Chicago?
No, you're two and Justice.
was great.
Justice
You thought
third.
it was good? I mean,
that Pope.
Yeah,
Nico's
Pope.
good, dude. Those skits.
Nico's good, yeah.
Nico's real
more,
good.
I mean, Nico's natural.
That
My-
Blue Champy kid, dude.
Oh yeah,
This
most
morning when I
talented.
woke up, I was just scrolling his Instagram again.
Yeah.
Watching the same videos I've already seen.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude.
They don't get old.
They don't
the
get
deli
old.
counter.
Yeah, it's the
I've
best.
watched that video 600 times.
Dude,
My
the-
favorite one is a brown jug with Elton.
Yeah.
Karen Reed one.
Oh, yeah.
When Nico's like, "That's fucking Elton John."
That's like-
Yeah,
He's
so
like
you read
Elton.
that or he?
no, he's like, dude, he looks like Elton John right now. He said it right before, and he's like, "Can I say that?" I'm like, "Yes, Nico,
Yes,
you can say that."
absolutely.
But
And
sometimes
then he
Nico's
goes-
like a little child. Yes,
He
Nico,
goes, "Elton."
please say that.
He's like, "Elton, you know he's not a cop."
I think my favorite part of that video, though, for real, go back and see that video, is when Lou Champy's his voice cracks
Yeah.
when he finds out I'm not a cop. Like,
Yeah.
go back to it. It's just his voice. Like, his voice crack. He's trying to talk like a girl. His voice cracks. He's like, "What do you mean you're not a cop?" Because he's got like the deepest voice. Lou Champy has a sneaky
I'm
deep
out
voice.
of here.
dude.
Yeah.
Dude, his like.
Hi, Al.
So, by the way, follow,
Yeah.
all right, so we're definitely like we're just hanging out, but follow Lou Champy. You gotta follow him on
Yeah.
Instagram. The kid he should be on fucking Saturday Night Live. Like he should be on SNL.
Yeah.
His like Italian guy that you meet up with thing.
Yeah.
Where the guy's like, I lost on the 2-horse. Like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is unreal.
Yeah.
The old father who's like talking shit, like
Yeah.
who's like talking gossip. The Gustavo shit is insane.
Yeah, Gustavo's good.
It's unreal.
Gustavo
Boston Scumbag, his new one. Awesome.
Oh,
and
Boston-
everyone thinks it's somebody else. Like, y'all texting me, "Can I ask him?" I'm asking him these names. I'm like,
Dude, so many of my boys have found that video, and
Yeah.
I'm like, and I had the screenshot of me asking you
Yeah.
about this person, and I was like, I'm already 2 weeks ahead of
Yeah,
schedule.
yeah.
Like, this has to be about him,
Yeah.
and it's not. I was fucking pissed.
he's like, I've never heard of that person.
Oh,
Yeah.
but you got to send him like the
Oh,
YouTube
I,
Well,
videos.
because that
I
person-
said him.
Oh,
I
you
said
did?
him. I said him. He's like, "Oh wow,
So
that
it's
is
like, yeah.
like you're spot on, dude."
He does a skit
Yeah.
like about like a Boston scumbag who's like a white guy who's like fucking like just a piece of shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And like he's like rapping and shit.
Yeah.
It's like that guy just replicates. He's like the guy in the Matrix who just like spits out like there's a million of those guys around.
Oh,
There's
Where
a-
you from, sweetheart?
Yeah.
Rivera.
Yeah.
I'm from East Boston.
I'm from East Boston.
Oh,
There's
fucking
there's
dynamite.
2 handfuls of that guy from every fucking town in Massachusetts,
Yeah.
in Eastern Mass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
1,000%.
deli guy though, with just like I could close
The way
my
he's
eyes.
breathing.
I know.
Yeah, it's like
right
that.
here, Bell.
Yeah, right, yeah. You got that olive loaf?
He's unreal. Follow Lou Champy. We should get him on this podcast, by the way.
Definitely get him on the podcast.
Yeah.
He'll come.
So we're gonna talk about worst purchases. And I'll tell you what won't be one of your worst purchases. An American Benchcraft belt.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. American Benchcraft on Instagram. Locally made,
Veteran owned.
veteran owned, union.
Union shop.
I mean, what else do you need? You know what I mean? What else do you need? They got Mother's Day thing going on right now, and they also got a Father's Day sale that goes on. I mean, Father's Day sale, like, if you're not getting your fat husband a fucking belt, you know what I mean? Like, that's going to last a long time because he's blowing through them like Fitzy used to. When Fitzy was fat.
My belt puts in fucking work. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that much. So
So I'm telling
Yeah.
you, these things don't quit.
yeah,
You know
they
what I
don't
mean?
quit. Yeah,
Yeah. So
They're not like Justin.
they're
It's like
like
anti-Justin.
anti-Justin belts.
Yeah.
Code is anti-Justin. No, code is Corker. You get 20% off on your belt. Or whatever you want. I got the Ledger. I got everything. We've talked about it.
Can we? How close are you to these Benchcraft guys?
Pretty close.
Pretty close.
Pretty close. Can we get some type of cigar holder, like either a
100%.
cigar
Yes.
holder,
Yeah.
or like a maybe a buck which you could put the whole thing in?
Yeah.
When we went there, they were talking about making those already. Because
okay.
they already had like the Zen containers.
Right, yeah, I've
and
seen
I
that.
think Fitzy might have asked if they do, and he was like, "Yeah, we can make that happen." So for sure,
Okay. Once that comes out, I mean,
you're all in.
I'm all in.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get it engraved with Cinema Showcase?
Probably Cinema Showcase. Yeah. Old boy.
Oh, boy.
First episode.
Listen, as I said to Justin, because he said, you named your latest podcast Old Boy.
Yeah.
He's like, Al, whatever. He's like, I go, listen, all press is good press. Remember that. You know what I mean? All press is good
yeah.
press.
So I mean, listen, Justin's his own fucking animal. Let's stop talking about. I get very uncomfortable talking about me and my family. So.
All right, let's talk about this. Let's talk about Tedco. They're over at Fitzy's house. They're building an addition. He's never going to financially recover from it. Everybody knows that. But they are doing a great job.
Are you gonna have windows? In this?
Yeah, couple. I
Couple
can't
windows,
wait
yeah.
until I fucking sell this house and rent an apartment after.
I do love how Will
go
Noonan was like,
bankrupt.
"Are you gonna have windows?" And he's like, "Yeah, yes, I'm gonna have windows." Is that what he said?
That's a great reel.
Yeah.
That was a great reel. Sean Bryan, the other Sean Bryan probably hates it. TechOCM.com, better construction process. They will come out there, give you a free estimate, whatever you want to do, your basement, your addition. Fitzy's living it right now, and it's going pretty good. That's what I would say about it. It's going pretty good, right? You got a place that's going to have windows.
He doesn't seem like it's going. Construction sucks.
What a
I'm dealing with
dude,
trades.
no matter what you're doing, it
The
stinks.
trades
It
suck,
stinks.
dude.
It stinks.
Plumbers suck.
All right,
All of
two
them.
bells.
You're not going to get any argument out of me.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna read an ad right now before we get into worst purchases because this probably.
Do you want me to do Bellas, or are you just going to just...
Two bells?
All
I'll
right.
do that.
1211 Osgood Street, North Andover. BellasNA.com, as we know, it stands for North Andover, not Narcotics Anonymous. They're the reigning Beef Madness champs. Get up there, give them a whirl. Harry, Sandra, the rest of the squad, tip them well. They know what they're doing up there. Say what up to them real quick.
King of beefs.
King of Beefs, man.
He's the reigning champ.
Yeah.
Well deserved. No, I'm good.
He's got
You ever twisted?
he had a crown
It took you an hour to ask.
when
though,
he
Brendan,
first
but
won it,
That's fine.
and now he's got another crown. King of beefs.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna talk about worst purchases real quick. Free ad. Our buddy Pat Keane, he was a long time like one of the OG Corkers. Like every time we put out a sweatshirt, he's like, "Give me 3." Like he's a
Yeah.
supporter, day one. And he was like, "I'm up at Rockport Brewing." He's like, I'm gonna pick up a half case for you and a half case for Josh, the ironworker. He's Josh's neighbor. Pat sober, been sober a long time. So he's talking to the guy Ray who owns the place. He's like, dude, he's like, why do you want a case of beer? He's like, oh, it's my buddy Josh and Brendan. He's like, it's like not Josh the ironworker.
Holding the cork.
I'm like, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
So by the way, this is a Italian Pilsner. I mean,
Like a Peroni.
like a Peroni.
Yep.
Oh, awesome.
Pescato.
You don't like
Peronis?
Peronis?
Yeah.
I actually love Peronis.
Jesus
I love
Christ.
Peroni.
I mean, that's crazy.
Peroni's a top beer for me.
Yeah, it is. It's a good beer.
When Maggie was pregnant on bed rest, I would go pick her up Bertucci's, but I would just order at the bar, and then I'd have 2 tall Peronis, and I'd just be like, just give me that fucking warmth of that buzz. That's what this does for you. So go check out Rockport Brewing. They just opened up their spot. Ray's a great guy.
Yeah.
Awesome fucking dude. Like, salty guy, by the way. OG.
Is he?
Yeah,
know
originally
that.
from. Yeah.
Do you think giving someone a free ad and saying it's a free ad
Is a free ad.
Defeats the purpose.
defeats the purpose? Like, you're trying to make it all about you now. Like, you're doing a good deed.
I don't think so.
You know what I mean? It's like,
I don't think
like
so.
I just
Honestly-
donated all these toys to
No,
Toys
no,
for
I'm
Tots.
saying, like,
No,
you
no, I
gave
don't
me
think
something,
so.
I'm giving
Yeah.
you something.
Yeah,
I know,
don't
but
think
you
so.
don't have to announce
So it's
it.
it's kind of not a
Free ad. So
I'll
it's
tell you
not
right
You got
now.
half a case of beer for it.
It's really not.
Yeah. He gave me a case
I
of
don't
beer.
think that's bad though, because we're
Yeah,
just
but I'm
fucking.
saying like it's like, oh, I'm going to feed the homeless.
No, I don't.
And you go
think
feed the
so.
homeless. Like,
And then you record
just
it.
go feed the
Then
homeless.
you record
Yeah.
feeding the
Come on,
homeless.
Al. will
You know what I'm saying?
Fucking Al.
I do.
get
I'll
where
tell
I'm-
you what would be a free ad if you could get my daughter a job at any restaurant.
Wherever you want it, dude.
Well,
let me know.
because Bobby C's, I don't think it's gonna work out.
You mean Bobby C's the restaurant?
Yeah,
Dude,
I had her drop Danny's name. I don't know if that's
Bob
good or
C's
bad.
all
I'm just
the
kidding.
Yeah.
She needs a job, and she's responsible, and she doesn't party like I do. So there you go. That's what you need to know.
Okay.
And I donated $500 to Reveal Little League, and I don't think I don't even think I threw my JPEG for my fucking company too.
You didn't, so it just says your name on it. I was gonna take a picture of it and show you. I should.
Brendan.
Yeah.
Put Paul in the corner.
No, it says your fucking fake ass company name. Don't worry about it. I'll take a picture of it.
That's fine.
You and Success Lift app are next to each other. Guess what?
So worst purchases.
Right field.
Worst purchases.
Because he asked for left.
Hey, real quick before we go to worst purchases, there's a Italian beer that I had. Do you remember where Jack's was in Malden?
Jackson.
Regardless,
Malden.
so he had a beer on draft,
Okay.
and he wanted people to love it so much,
Yeah.
and it was fucking terrible.
What was the name of it?
That's why I'm asking the podcast Italian real quick. If you said it, I'd know it. It was so
Moretti La
It was
Rosa.
like a
Yes,
Moretti La Rosa.
yes.
The dark one.
No, then it wasn't that. But it was two names.
So it's definitely Moretti.
Yes,
Moretti Libero or something like
Yes.
that. Beer La Moretti.
but
they call it.
the tap
Yeah.
was
The
like
Italians.
left to right instead of up and down.
It was on a full draft line?
Yes, it was.
Did it just look like a fucking
No,
Modelo?
it tasted like panther piss. It was terrible. It was so bad. He was like, "Oh, it's from Italy."
60% of the time,
Yeah.
it works every time.
Yeah, it just
It
was.
could be that. I mean, what color was it?
It was like a regular pilsner, like a regular beer.
I don't know. I had a great Italian beer. I got to look back
But
at my pictures.
Peroni's good. I do like Peroni.
Most people know Peroni and Moretti. Moretti's like the knockoff Peroni, but it's like not as good as Peroni. I think it's
this
not as
was
crisp.
fucking-
Peroni's money.
It was very stale, if I'll say. It could have been the fucking lines, you know what I mean? But it just put a bad taste in my mouth,
Yeah.
for sure. Like a cock.
Let's be honest. Italian beer isn't the best thing that they do. I love Peronis, but
Yeah.
they're not known for beer.
Right.
For a reason.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I mean, they got one that fucks. So, I mean, that's pretty good.
That's it. That's all you need.
Yeah. Worst purchases of all time. This is brought to you by the Success Lift. If you want to make a bad purchase, no, I'm just kidding around.
If you don't think that's on the list,
You
Brandon.
can get. All right, so we just do it now. You want to start with that?
no. do your ad read.
If you want to spend, if you want to, this is a bad ad read. I shouldn't have been out so late last night.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. My buddy Brian does know how to get you ripped. He knows how to get you skinny, right? It's a fact. If you're in the Patreon, it's $100 a month.
Real quick, did anyone just see Al chug water?
Why would I do?
Did
Do it
you?
wrong?
Kinda. But you squeeze it like you were in the marathon. You're just doing a podcast.
Well, that's how
Trying
Panuzo
to get it
taught me
down.
how to do it.
It's all about efficiency.
Yeah.
Fucking square. Like, you're not
got-
even doing anything. You're that thirsty.
We got Bob C down 50 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm down like 20. Danny's up.
I'm up.
What are you up?
I'm not up. I'm down about 60, but I'm also back in the gym again.
Yeah,
And
that's-
Brian is the pressure that makes me go back to the gym.
He's like, if you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh,
Him
man.
constantly fucking
It's kind of like a bookie that you owe like
Needling
a lot
me.
of money to. Like,
Yeah.
you know what
I
mean?
love how he's on the West Coast and I get his emails when I get up in the morning at 4 a.m.
yeah, 'cause
Oh
he's
yeah.
up.
He's just, I don't know what he's doing. You think he
Autistic.
does? He got to know. He sends those early. He's got to.
Do you
send
think
those.
it's
It
automatic?
has to be. Yeah. No one has
autistic.
it has
He's
to be.
autistic.
I just
He's
get an
autistic.
email. It's like, what are you doing, you fucking loser?
I'll be honest. He's 6'6". He's fucking shredded.
Yeah.
You watch his videos. He's slow. Like in his videos, I don't know if it just looks that way. Like in my head, I'm like, dude, like I think I could be faster in that short amount of space. Like that's how fucking slow he looks in his videos.
I'd love to see-
He kind of looks like a giraffe.
I'd
running
love
around.
to see Al in his over 40 league play against Brian.
No, I'm
Panuzo.
sure he's nasty, dude.
That would be
Fucking
sick, though.
Dunk
Just-
on you.
Just
Yeah.
have him come in for one
Just
game.
take a charge. That's all. Take a charge.
I mean, he can still dunk a basketball.
Can he?
Yep.
Is that a
Yeah,
fact?
He did last year when we were up at. He sent
No,
it
I
to
know
us.
he
We were up at
was
college. He
fucking
sent us
smoking.
the
I know.
video in the morning.
He
I'm
just
like, I
looks
just
slow
jerked
in the
off
video.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just glad I can still touch rim at my age.
You can touch rim?
Yeah, for sure. I can. Listen,
I don't
with
even know if
a
I can
ball-
touch that. I don't even know if
with
I
a
can touch
ball
that.
in my hand,
He's-
I'm missing. By
he's
the way,
6
that
feet.
layup, I'm missing.
He's 6 feet
Yeah.
with sneakers on.
Yeah.
So he can,
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
can
that's
dunk.
true. Yeah.
Man, that whole episode backfired. But listen, I'll tell you right now, if you're in the Patreon, it's $100 a month. You want to lose? Listen, if I said you want to lose 25 pounds. You're like, I'll give you $500 for that. You do it, right? Join the Patreon. Join that. You can get ripped like Al. All right, Al's on a
I'm
crazy
fluctuating.
weight loss right now.
I'm fluctuating. I'm up and down like the stock market. This is probably like my 30th time of going up 20, dropping 30, going back up 30. I'm the yo-yo king of the world.
It's life.
It just is what it is.
Yep.
But we talked about this earlier. Would you rather just not go down and
That's what
just
I'm
stay
saying.
up, or would you rather go down sometimes? You know,
No,
that's the way I look
it
at it.
shows that you're at least trying. You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
like constantly trying.
I'm the king of that. Panuzzo says it to me all the time. He's like, by the time you lose 50 pounds, you're going to lose 200 pounds because you're going to lose the same 10 pounds over
Yeah.
and over.
Yeah.
Up 10, minus 10, up 10.
Yeah, but dude,
minus
I'm
10.
not giving up my weekends and hanging out.
Listen, if I'm gonna be honest,
fucking-
That right there is a real.
if my
Preaching to the choir, brother.
If my daughter made a cake for me, I'd actually have a slice. So that's the difference between me and Panuzzo.
he had a
Panuzzo's
bite.
sitting there, he didn't even have a bite, dude. He had like a fucking
What type of like? I
he had
wonder.
like a spoon that comes with an espresso.
actually
he had a,
Yeah.
he had a Costco sample of the cake.
See, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Al's always gonna bring the worst out in me.
Yeah.
So I wonder, like, this Panuzzo, like, we'll have him on to actually defend himself, but like, is he like the type of person like some people like to like big cans? Danny's sister. Does he like is he like he's like tie me up and like fucking absolutely humiliate me?
I think so.
You know what I mean?
I think so. I think there's some dark shit going on.
That's what I'm saying.
Usually the people that like feel like they're all fucking have it together, dark. Dark as can get. Yeah. So
This is
and
brought
he-
to you by
Success lift, yeah.
Success Lift.
Here's the thing I'll say about the successful lifter. If you take it serious, like Bob C does, I don't take shit serious.
Mow
You
him.
have a perfect structure.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything's there.
Yeah.
All the tools are there.
Yeah.
You can do a good job and you can fucking definitely lose weight. The proof's in the pudding.
You can do a good
The
job.
proof's in the pudding, and I'm talking Mohan. Mohan
Mohan-
looks like
yeah.
pudding still.
Well, Mohan was doing great,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden his brother started
He moved in.
moved back in with him.
Yeah.
and
That's what he told me at the, comedy show.
cooking.
Yeah.
He's like making pizza and shit, and Mohan's like, "Fuck, I can't handle this. I gotta just start
Listen.
eating."
Yeah, he's like, I'm going back up. I gotta get back on the
Fat
grind.
kid can never stop being a fat kid.
No,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
It's
it's
in
like,
you.
dude, you always think I was laughing about this last night. Me and Maggie were eating at 621. Pizza was crispy, by the way, ordered.
Did you order
I
it
had
all
it on
done?
a small plate. Remember when the diet people used to be like, eat it on a smaller plate because it will look like more food? I'm like, oh, I didn't know you knew I was retarded. Like I'm like, oh, this looks like a lot of food on a small plate. Like, what fucking idiots.
Yeah.
You know? Don't eat food. That's actually the whole hack, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, of course.
That's
Eat
what you're
less
doing right
food.
now.
I
I'm trying to
doing a
win
mix.
20 grand.
I'm trying to win 20 grand. 20K.
Have you heard about this?
No,
You know Nutrimills?
yeah,
You've heard of them? They're like the,
Yeah,
you
no.
know, Toscana restaurant.
yeah,
Toscana Forno.
yeah.
They're the brothers, the Perina brothers. They
Yeah,
own
yeah.
they own these
Oh,
restaurants.
you told us about this. Yep.
They have these mail. It's a mail service that they, you know, every single year they do like a body transformation thing, and the prices just keep getting up and up. Like last year it was like 5,000.
Did you have to pay, or
No.
you're just in it?
No,
You just have to
did
order
yeah.
1 week of the
one
meals.
week of Nutrimills.
Yeah.
When I heard it was 20,000, I'm like, I'm gonna just at least dip my toes in these waters. Like, what's the big deal? It's 2 months. We'll see what we can do. Now, am I gonna have to fucking go real hard? Probably. So I might just not eat for a full month. That's the game plan.
I think you can do it.
20K, dude.
Honestly, you
20K?
can you can do that. Physically, you can do it.
Yeah.
I know people who have fasted for fucking like 45 days.
Whew.
45's a lot.
Losers.
I've done.
Yeah,
I've done
losers.
5 days. I've done a 5-day fast.
Yeah.
You
They're
feel
still-
good after, but you feel like you're fucking dead almost.
So I guess when you're fasting, right? They say once you go over 50 calories, even if it's a drink, then that breaks a fast, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But why would you
so-
go over 50 calories if you're fasting? It's just coffee and water. That's all you
Well,
need.
what I'm saying is if you're going for a month or a month and a half or whatever, you're going to have to break that fast with like broth or something that has a little bit of calories.
I
You know
will
what
say
mean?
this: nicotine is key to like being.
Oh, yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah.
dude.
It's like
Yep.
the only thing that keeps you like.
Nicotine, you could just give me
Caffeine-
caffeine and nicotine. I'm good
Caffeine
for
and
life.
nicotine. If you're drinking 2 cups of coffee, 2 big cups of that's 5 calories.
Yeah.
So you're not breaking a fast with that.
Yep.
Nicotine, you're not breaking a fast.
Yeah, I
Drunk-
think bone
drunk
broth
cigs.
you're good with, right? Shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I could do a long fast like that, but we're gonna try. We'll see what happens. If you find out that I'm dead, that's probably why. Either that or Justin killed me. One or the other.
All right. Worst purchase. So, what do we got?
Okay, so my question about this is because you hit me
By the
last
way, I
night.
gotta say this
you
right
were
now.
drunk as a skunk.
I gotta say this right now. We had one beer before the show, right?
Yeah.
I'm hopped up on cold medication, and I feel like I am like on acid right now. Like I literally feel like I'm on acid.
Tripping?
Like I feel like I'm like fucked up right now.
You're all right.
You do look a little fucked up in the eyes. I'll be honest.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate that.
No, I wasn't talking about like how red your eyes are. I'm just talking about like how fucked up your eyes look.
Yeah.
All right, so what's your question about this topic?
All right, so my question is: Are we drafting worst purchases? Or just saying our worst
no,
purchases?
we're just going to talk
Just
about,
talk about, like, worst.
You can do.
Are we
so-
talking in general or what like happened?
You
to
can
me?
say a friends. You can say
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Oh, okay, just in general.
You
Yeah.
can judge.
I was thinking
people.
about my own, but
Well, if we're going in general, I'll go to get into some condoms. If you've ever bought a condom before, that's the worst purchase you've ever had in your life because why would you buy something that makes it inherently worse? You know what I'm saying? Like why? It's like why would it would be like me going to the movie theaters and just wearing like blackout shades, like wearing like a miner's helmet. You know what I mean? To watch a movie. Like so, if Cinema Showcase with a miner's helmet on, that's what's like wearing a condom. Like why would you ever buy a condom? If we're talking in general.
So I said this. What was it? Last episode or
week.
two
have you ever
episodes?
jerked off in the condoms? Oh yes.
No. So what I said was they tricked us in the 90s with like HIV
Yeah,
and
they
AIDS.
thought. Yeah, they thought.
They were like, "Oh, everyone's gonna get AIDS. Just fucking wrap up everything. Put a condom over your head. You're gonna get AIDS."
yeah.
And I was like, "No, it's fucking bullshit." So and then it happened again with masks and fucking COVID. But the one thing that condoms do as a young kid is make sure that you're not gonna
Come
have
quick.
have a baby.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's the one thing that
Pull it out.
kind of-
Danny's actually watched this.
Yes.
He's like, dude. He's like, what does that word?
What are
mean?
those
He's
words?
like-
Yeah,
he's
what's
like,
a condom?
What's a condom?
Danny's like,
Kids
what's
never want a rubber in his life.
what is pulling out? So yes, if your pull-out game is strong,
Yep.
then yes, pull out. So
Here's the thing. I
Best
think
of both
everyone's
worlds.
pull-out game is strong
Yes.
until you get to that point and she's just like, come in me. Then it's like,
That's Justin's line.
that shit,
Come in me.
but that's it's the truth though. Like you're getting there, and then she says it.
Well,
Like, yeah.
all right,
then your brain's
all right,
like,
all right.
fuck it.
So
Like,
I wanted this, right? So Nate's sister chasing Amy. Like we did this whole thing on her trying to find her a boyfriend. We found a rich one, not through us. She got knocked up over in England by my buddy Sam Jones, right? I mean, how much more can you dox somebody that I just did that, right? I mean, just like giving it all.
yeah, you give the whole.
But I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, this kid just blasted at her. Like I'm like, I hope their kids don't listen to this podcast. But I'm like,
He really might be high.
I was like, dude, no, but I was like, don't you like pull out? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Always.
Yeah.
always?
Not now. I'm snipped, so
Yeah,
you know what I
doesn't
mean.
matter.
But
Dude's going crazy.
yeah, but before, when there was a potential for fucking kids,
Yeah,
I pulled out.
yeah. Tanny's just like, I'd never pull out my.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you have no choice now, but I want to get snipped. I just don't have it in me.
Yeah.
Do it, dude.
What do you think's gonna
I'll
happen?
give you-
Something's gonna happen.
I just don't want. I don't want that feeling, like
Yeah.
of like enormous
Did
balls.
you get stripped?
No. I just dump in. I think that either my swimmers don't swim or my wife is fucking barren. I just dump in and like it does nothing happens. So.
You got one kid. So,
Yeah, so I got one.
yeah.
One worked, you know.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm glad, but I know what's gonna happen to me. I fucking know what's gonna
Yeah.
happen. I'm gonna be like 45, and I'm gonna have a fucking kid. I'm gonna want to kill myself.
Yes.
I'm gonna have one that's like 17,
Yeah.
and then this one's gonna be fucking just born. So but I should get snipped.
That's a dangerous game.
It's a bad game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bad game.
I mean, you'll be fine,
yeah,
but that's a dangerous game.
just throw it.
Changing
I think
diapers.
I just throw it down the stairs or just fucking. Jam. I'll have fucking Shea Wilcox come and be like, "Hey, hit her with a fucking body
Quick
shot."
gut
Light it
punch.
up.
yeah,
Here's $100.
yeah, it's $100. Shea,
Kidney
hit her in the
shot.
stomach.
All right, Fitz.
All right, so I took this both ways, right? A purchase that I regretted or
Yeah.
something that I think is not worth spending money on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my first one is one that I don't think is worth spending money on, and it's napkins. Do you guys have napkins
What
in
a
your house?
take. What? This is the most
Oh,
Fitzy
okay,
take of
okay,
all
hold
time.
on. In your house,
In your house,
I
do you
have both.
napkins?
I do
Oh
have both.
my fucking god!
do, right?
But you use the napkins when you're out of paper towels.
I don't have napkins ever.
So what
So,
do you
like,
use when you're out of paper
Wait,
towels?
do you have just
I have
paper
paper
towels?
towels,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes,
If I'm remembering this correctly,
yeah,
do you once in a while dry a paper towel?
I do. I not once in a while. I always dry a paper towel. So if
What
They
I
is-
reuse
what
it.
is going
They
on?
reuse it.
The fuck?
so all right. So here's my question.
I knew you were
right?
cheap, Fitz, but this is
I wash my hands.
Yeah.
And this I come out from outside touching dirty shit. I wash my hands, right?
Yep.
My hands are already clean.
Yep.
I take a paper towel and I dry my hands, right?
Okay.
That paper towel is still clean.
Why even use it? Why not just wipe it on your clothes?
Air
Because
dry.
then you have fucking wet spots all over
mean,
your clothes.
I
That
can't believe
dry
you're
out?
drying paper
So
towels.
I take that paper towel. Now no one's on board with this. My wife's not. on board
I
with
know
this.
she's
The
not. I
whole
know she's
country's not on board with this. There's a
kids-
reason that they're
the kids-
throwaway fucking
Yeah, the
paper
kids are not
towels.
on board
Fitz.
with this, right? It's just me. So I take that paper towel and I throw it on the counter to dry, and I'll use it again next time I wash my hands, right? And then, but
There's a reason they sell these in like bulk, you know.
yeah, I buy them in bulk. I buy them at BJ's.
And you're gonna. What do they last? 12 years? It's supposed to
I-
last a couple weeks.
I stretch,
Oh my
I
God.
stretch them. I stretch them as far as they go.
Holy
I
shit!
don't even understand that.
So then-
it's a disposable towel is what a paper
So then-
towel is
so
defined
then-
as.
He's got a
Yeah.
bulk of paper towels that lasts a presidency.
Yeah. So then I go. And I'm like watching TV, and I go back out and I wash my hands again, and my wife had already come and thrown that in the trash, and I'm
So now
like,
you're
why
pissed.
did you throw my?
So now you-
fucking,
That's a
dumpster-
perfectly good
Now
towel.
you're dumpster diving.
why did you throw my moist paper towel in the trash? I was going to use that again. And yeah, she's pissed. So, all right. So napkins serve no purpose. No purpose. You're using paper towels for everything. Why not? Because if you're
They're
already buying,
reusing-
you're
they're
already
reusing them
reusing
again.
it. You're
I
already
agree.
buying that, right?
There's a reason why Hooters puts fucking the paper towels on the
So
Yeah.
table instead
some
of
people, I know people are going to argue. They're going to say, what about blowing your nose? Because it's more rough than fucking like tissues or something like
I
that.
say grow up at that
Yeah,
point.
yeah. It's
Me
like get
too.
it,
I
get
say
it, get
grow
out
up.
of nose.
I
Yeah.
say grow up. Tissues and napkins have never. They're never going to be in my house again. Ever
Can't
in
wait
my
to
life.
buy these for your
We're
birthday,
not
dude.
getting tissues. We're not getting napkins. We're never going to use them. Right? I'd go as far as saying, I would put a paper towel holder next to the toilet
That's
and
crazy.
get rid of Scott's.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean, wipe your ass?
Yes.
This kid wants Scotch Brite for his ass.
I just want one.
But is that gonna
product.
flush?
That's the rub.
No, that's the rub. Yeah.
That's
I feel
the
like
rub.
Italians
You
use.
need a bidet.
I need to interject.
You never
here.
need.
I
You
feel
never
like
need toilet
Josh-
paper
I
again.
feel like
Josh
Italians.
told me that I'm walking around with a dirty ass already.
You guys definitely are.
Yeah, so we need a. Danny's not. He got dude wipes.
Two
Here's a
wipes.
question.
Huge fan.
I got a take on Italians. Italians use softer toilet paper in general. Charmin, that type of stuff.
Okay, so I'm the only one in my family. I think you have a point on this because
Yeah.
everyone's big into the sham and
Yeah,
the extra
yeah,
double.
yeah.
I'm a Scots guy. I'm a
Yeah.
Scots 1000. They
Give
make
it
fun of me when they come to my
Scots all
house.
day.
Let's
It's
go.
the best
That's
one.
the most Irish thing about you.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Just give me fucking toilet paper.
I don't
care.
like the dick
Yeah,
shit.
but-
It
I've
gets
used it all.
stuck too much.
That's what
You
I'm
can't
saying.
flush it the
Yeah,
fuck down.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
agree.
like those fluffy toilet papers. They have like lint.
Oh yeah,
It stays on your asshole.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, their taints must.
So if
look
you got like a
ridiculous.
Nico and
It's
you want
like
to get your
lint,
ass
dude.
eaten afterwards, that's not good. You know what I mean?
Nah, I bet you Nico's ass isn't even that clean. Like if you're a girl eating Nico's ass, you're a fucking piece of trash.
You
Dude.
gotta reassess your life.
I mean, you're obviously, dude, that lighter video, I might superimpose this.
All I just saw was Nico bent over with a lighter in his hand.
Dude,
It's
Nico's
perfectly to the
Nico's
beat,
lighter
too. He's
video.
And he's looking away. He's like,
Dude, Nico is
bad
all,
buddies in the background.
Nico is all vibe. Dude, that video is
He's
Biting his
straight.
bottom lip.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
he's
Oh
like-
yeah. Well, you're gonna see fucking Lou Champion make a video with Nico at some point, like just like the most. Over
I
the
hope
top.
so.
Yeah.
Ah, I love Nico. He's the best. All right, Danny, you're up.
Well, Fitz, I got to be honest with you. That went way better than I thought it was going to be because, like, you proved yourself. I thought when you said napkins, I thought you meant like paper towels and everything, and I thought you were just like, I'm not buying any of them. I'm just
know,
gonna,
yeah.
I'm just gonna wave in airplanes for the
Yes,
rest of my
yeah,
life
yeah.
to dry my hands off. But
No.
you made your point.
Yeah.
Now, just to go on that before I go pick mine. So, say you're at a barbecue and they just have a thing of napkins. Are you still boycotting napkins, or are you going to take their napkins? No problem.
I'll use them.
So you
'Cause
just
they're
think
wasting-
a
This is
paper
actually
towel is a
stacking a couple
superior
in his
napkin.
pocket for
Yeah,
later.
I'll take some home.
You just think a paper towel is a superior napkin.
Yeah, I mean, I feel
agree.
like there's no
Yeah.
need for two different products that do the same thing.
Speaking of napkins, if we're gonna rank napkins for fast food places,
Yeah.
Five Guys has the best napkin.
I don't even remember Five
don't-
Guys.
Five
I haven't
Guys
been
is
to
the
Five
best
Guys in fucking
burger
forever.
in the
You gotta go check out their napkins, and you could just take as many as you want.
getting
I take
Five
a
Guys
full
once.
stack like this big. I can go get you one right now.
What? How are they? They're like
They're the best napkin. You know how like Dunkin' Donuts sucks, McDonald's
Terrible.
suck.
McDonald's sucks,
Yeah, they
yeah.
all suck. This is like a nice it gets
McDonald's
some-
napkins-
It's almost like a paper towel napkin.
Really?
You ever had the paper
Yeah,
towel
that's great.
napkins?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very similar to that.
McDonald's napkins. They don't even have to touch the food, and they feel greasy.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
I don't know what it is. They're
It's in
just,
the air in
They're
McDonald's,
brown, and
I think.
I'm just like, I feel dirtier after touching this napkin
Yeah.
than I do after I wash my hands.
And then you just pull out some napkins that you got from a backyard barbecue.
Yeah. I'll take napkins, dude. When we went to fucking Fenway a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
I had ketchup and mustard in my pockets, like packets.
Yeah.
And they're in my fridge right now. And my wife woke up the next morning. She's like, "Did you take ketchup and mustard packets from
You
Fenway?"
never know when you need them.
I was like, "Listen, I didn't
Pack
do
a
it
lunch.
purposely, but we were eating hot dogs and I stored them there, and they ended up at home. I'm not going to throw them away. I'll use them."
So to be fair, I did that when I bought Stop and Shop sushi. I got like an abundance of soy sauce.
Soy sauce, yeah.
Soy
Why not?
sauce and chopsticks.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, my daughter Bailey loves eating regular 30-cent ramen noodles with chopsticks. She thinks she's elegant.
Yeah.
So I kind of looked like a hero, but I did that by accident too.
Yeah, it happens. If it makes it home,
Dude, I'll tell you this right now. I feel like I only eat sushi from like supermarkets. You know what I mean?
It's not bad.
Like I'm like, it's Whole Foods or it's like, that's it pretty much. Like,
Dude, Market Baskets, sushi department, they have real Japanese people behind there just crushing tuna.
we got the
Oh,
guy
yeah,
from
yeah.
Old Boy back there. Like,
Yeah, back
actually
there, yeah,
make it,
doing the
you know what I
thing.
mean?
Yeah,
That's where
we
he
call
ended
him.
up.
We call him Roll Boy. That's not Old Boy. That's Roll Boy.
All right, you're up.
All right, I gotta. Should we wait, Fitz?
No.
All right. I'm telling you right now, I'm surprised it got this far. A lap dance at a strip club.
Oh, that's a bad
That's a
purchase.
fucking
That's
terrible.
a-
it's a
And we've
bad
all
purchase,
done it,
yeah. It's
Yeah.
a bad purchase,
right? But you're like, I'm gonna get a lap dance. She's like, all right, minimum 2 songs, and whatever. You could be the worst trash whenever. Just for example, cabaret, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You get 2 songs, $40, and
a
now
bad
what?
one.
Now you just get a high five and she's fucking on her way and you're just walking around
I've actually
stilted
had a
up.
stripper put her hand down my pants once. I think that
It
was
wasn't in Massachusetts. I bet you it was in Rhode Island.
It was in Rhode Island. And I would say that was probably worse. Like, I wish you didn't do that.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to do that, you better fucking finish.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah. What are we doing?
Like, come on. You got me
A
fucking
lap
worked
dance
up for
and
no
we-
reason.
Stupidly enough, right? We always do it. Like every time
Yeah.
you go there with the boys, whatever. Oh, I'm gonna go.
Dude, I think I've told this story, but like when we were at my buddy's bachelor party, not gonna name names. He had this dude that was like he works with, and the guy was like kind of high up in his organization. I'll just say that. And the dude was like, "Hey, can I borrow $60 for somebody who wants to get a lap dance in the back?" We were at Fantasies in Rhode Island, and I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I get 60 for you," so I peel 60 off. So now, like between the bachelor party and the wedding was like a month and a half or something, right?
Yeah.
And he had been like, "Oh, I'm gonna send you a check or something like that," whatever he said. I remember. But I'm like to my buddy, I'm like, "Hey, dude," I'm like that 60 is like still floating out there, you know. And I don't know the guy, so like when
Yeah,
somebody's not
yeah.
paying you back that you don't know, you're kind of like, "Dude, you taking one off on me?"
Yeah.
So at the wedding, he walks up to me and he just fucking shakes my hand. He peels a fucking C note into it, and I'm like, "What's this?" He's like, "That's for the for Down Fantasies," and I'm like, "Oh," let me give you 40. He goes, "No," he goes, "The 40's for your silence."
That's a great line.
That's a great. I'm stealing.
Yeah, that's 100% I'm stealing that.
It's like the best line I ever heard, dude. I'm like, "The 40's for your silence."
Oh, that's a great fucking line. I got one up on that on the lap dance, and we were at a going away party for a certain kid that just started a movie podcast. He was moving down to Florida with the stripper. So where did we go? We brought him to the strip club.
Yeah.
Because he just loves strippers at the time. I don't know so much anymore. We get there, and my younger cousin, Mark Lewis is cool, was with us. And
How
he
old is
gets
Marco
in
at
there,
this point? Like 22?
maybe 21.
Yeah.
We might even snuck him in at the
Yeah.
point, to be honest. I don't even know if he was 21. We walked into the Great Squire in Revere.
Yep.
And I look to my right, I get 2 beers. I look to my left. Mark Lewis has his shirt off. And a girl, and one of the strippers is giving him a massage. Just in the middle of the fucking Squire. $20 for whatever that was. And he's just sitting there. He's like, "Oh my," and he was like moaning, dude. He's like, "Oh my God, this is unbelievable." He's just like sitting there. And
Imagine being shirtless on Squire Road.
There's only one person I think in the general area who's as hairy as I would say, "What do you eat today, sir?"
Yeah.
Because "What do you eat today, sir?" is like hairy, right?
Yeah.
Is Mark Lewis. Mark
Yeah.
Lewis might have more hair than "What do you eat today, sir?" And he is just like, like he's got his whole fucking sweater out. And he's just like, and the girl's like got his thing like with the Lubriderm is like fucking giving him a massage. And I'm like, this is his first time in a strip club, and you get a massage from a stripper. That's the worst purchase you could have. His fat fucking like dumb looking body's out in front of everybody. Like it's just in the middle of the spy. It's fucking yeah. He fucking looks like the dumb from Spy Kids, Marco. And he's just sitting there getting a massage from that's the worst. I think the massage in the strip club's the worst.
God.
We brought my buddy actually to the same establishment. This was just like a random Friday night.
Yeah.
And we know the kid. He was Joe Teddy, right?
Yeah.
So he gets there. Joe Teddy's enormous, right? This is before he was in the gym. He's 6'2", 300 plus pounds of just slob, right? Now the kid's ripped.
Yeah.
But he's like, "I don't want to go." I go, he was my roommate at the time. I go, "Stop being a pussy."
Yeah,
I go, "What, you're going to the strip club?" I go, "I don't care if you just fucking, you don't do anything. Just at least come in there and enjoy it." All right. So the kid didn't have 2 nickels to rub together. We get him in there. We get him a beer. This kid eyes light up like it's a Make-A-Wish kid. It was just outrageous. My cousin Mike, to his credit, goes to the ATM, gets $100, goes to the bartender, was like, "Can I change this for ones?" Hands it to Joe Teddy. The first girl that comes out, right hand to God, takes the $100, throws it right at like a fastball. All $100 bills. He wasn't in there 8 minutes.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Where's the rest of your money?" He goes, "I didn't know what to do." And this girl was like a C student. Like it wasn't their best stuff. And he's like, I don't know. And now we're like, well, we're not doing that again. So here's 20, use it wisely.
Yeah.
Now he's at Pervert Row where he's supposed to have a stack of money and he's putting up $1 at a time. I go, that's a little bit more cautious, you know what I mean? And then he couldn't get enough. He was like, "I think next year I'm gonna have my birthday and I'm gonna strip club," you know?
I told this story early on the podcast. Like, I think it was like first 6 months we were on it. So I'm down in down the Cape with Maggie's family, and it was a wedding or something like that. It was something was going on, and I'm like, all right, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I forgot a belt. By the way, American Benchcraft, that's where you should get a belt. So I'm like, so I go into this, we're in Chatham, right? So I go into the store with like Tommy's with me. And I'm like, all right, like there's a, like, it looks like kind of like a boutique, but I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
there's a belt. And I'm like, I'll take this belt. And I like put it up. Literally, the belt sucked. It was purple, first of all. I'll just say that.
Why are you buying a
Um,
purple belt?
So they start wrapping it in this like really fine paper. And
So
I'm
now
like,
you know.
So now I'm like, I am fucking murdered,
Yeah.
right? The girl's like, that'll be $289.
Oh,
And I'm like, I'm sitting there with my kid. I'm like, well, I gotta buy it now.
Yeah, you can't. You can't look like a
I
bad.
have to buy this belt.
Fitz would have
not
put
me.
that back.
I would have
Fitz-
put it back. I would have been like, save that paper.
Yes.
Don't
say
even
that, yeah,
fucking
yeah,
fold
yeah.
that paper.
Let
Actually, give me that paper
physically,
to
like,
wash
let
my
me
hands.
wash my hands on
Yeah,
that paper. Dude, literally, like I was like, this isn't happening. Like you're like
No chance.
$289.90.
No chance.
I'm like buying the best designer belt in Chatham.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like, that guy bought the belt. You know what I mean? And then I'm like, now I gotta live with the belt. You know what I mean? So
Get the belt in one hand, the receipt in the other. Like,
dude,
having a
I was
fucking
like looking
connection.
at it, I'm like, once they started wrapping it, I'm like, this is
Fuck.
not a regular belt. This is not a Brendan Hearn belt. It's not an American Benchcraft belt. You know what I mean?
No, that's awful. I would never. I would back out so quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's, but you can't. It's the ego gets in the way.
You're in.
Not
Yeah.
mine.
You're in.
I know.
Nope. My ego will step
you-
aside.
And do you still
Wait,
have the belt?
you just
I
took
would-
the words
Yeah.
out of my mouth. I mean, you're crushing American bench. Where is this Chatham belt now?
Listen, it's around. It doesn't get worn.
Because you can't fit.
It's too big.
Doesn't fit. Is it too big or too small?
It's too gay. It's the problem.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Elton?
Yeah.
How big is it? Is it big? Because I'd give it to Ferg if it was like that.
Yeah, I think I'll give it to him.
Yeah,
I think
it's a
I'll
good
give it-
idea.
Yeah.
He's almost at sweatpants level. That's all he can wear at that point.
yeah.
Just the elastic fucking champions.
Taking shrapnel everywhere, man.
Well, he gives it back. So
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wants to give it. He just take it.
yeah.
Pause. Jesus Christ.
So I think when I, yeah, that was a great use of pause there, Danny. So when I was like 18 years old, got out of high school, I might have been like a freshman in college. I don't know how old I was, but what's the kid from Revere need more than anything in the world?
Deodorant.
Wife beaters.
Deodorant.
A jet ski. That's all I can say. Like me and my cousin are like, hey, dude, like we gotta get jet skis. Like it's
Yeah.
summertime's creeping along. Like picture how sick this gonna be. We're gonna be flying around in jet skis.
Like in Revere, like on jet skis?
Yes.
That's the best.
So we go down and like everyone's trying to talk.
You
about
could
it.
be like
don't-
buggy
my mother's
board at Revere Beach.
You don't need a jet ski. You're gonna kill yourself. All this stuff. I'm
Yeah.
like, Ma, stop. I'm a grown adult. I know what I'm doing. We drop like fucking. I want to say like 10 each on these jet skis, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think we financed them though. We definitely financed them. My mother had to like co-sign. She actually co-signed. She came down and fucking co-signed. It was fucking crazy. So we go and we had to get the trailer and everything because we don't even
Yeah.
live on the water. You know what I mean? It's not like we got like a drop or anything like that. So
Yeah.
we just used to hook them up to the car and drop them into the water. So we have these things. I would say like I underestimated how hard it is sometimes to drive a jet ski. Now we've all driven jet skis before.
You're in
right?
the ocean?
in the ocean.
Okay.
yeah.
Staring at Kelly's
It's
roast
tough.
beef.
It's in
Listen,
the
I
ocean.
got it.
it's
I got-
tough.
I got-
Harder
the
in
story
ocean.
gets a bit worse. So, we're dropping them in all different places. My point was like when someone's on the back of a jet ski, they're not like leaning with you. Like I could drive a jet ski fine, but when
Yeah.
I tell you I tipped this thing like 40, 50 times, like
Yeah.
with someone on the back, like we would just fall over,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
legitimately. Probably my fault, right? I overestimated my abilities to drive a jet ski. That's step one. Now we have these things, I would say 14 days. 14 days we have these jet skis. We drop them in at the wharf. Do you know the wharf on Route 1A?
Yes.
So you go to the wharf, drop them in there, then you go down the fucking marsh or whatever that is. You take a right and you go underneath the Lynn Bridge, which
Yeah.
would go over to GE,
Yeah.
and then you're in the ocean. So it's me, my cousin John Casali. He's on the other one. So John Casali's on the
My
other
guy.
one. Now, for some reason, we start getting crazy. Like we're whipping these things around with a couple other kids that have the jet skis. Now we're right on Revere Beach. So we're on Revere
I don't
Beach.
think
We
there's
can
been
legit
anything
see.
more revealed
We
than
can
I've ever heard in my life
legit see.
than
We
this
can legit
story.
see Kelly's. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
exactly where we are. So we're on the fucking beach, right? So we're driving, and like for some reason, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking jump my cousin's fucking wake. So I'm driving at him, like barreling at him. He's driving this way. I'm driving straight at him. I'm looking down at my thing. I see like 48 miles an hour. So I know I'm going 48 miles an hour. All of a sudden, I look up. Casali whips his fucking thing back, like does this like fucking
No.
thing which I've never seen him do. I'm like, I thought he was just going this way. Whips his thing back. I look up and I go like this. Boom! Into
No.
his fucking jet ski going 48 miles an hour.
Jesus.
He was in the hospital for a couple days. Almost his whole fucking leg almost fell off. They said if it was like 6 inches over, he would have lost his leg. That's what they said to us. I was tumbling in the air going like this. I had a fucking concussion. We land in the water. Now we're in the middle of the fucking ocean, right? Luckily, we're on some fucking sandbar in the middle of fucking Revere Beach. We were in like water this much. It ended up being. So we could stand up. This kid's bleeding everywhere. I'm like, all we could think is like, okay, now sharks are coming.
Sharks are coming.
To Revere. And I'm just like, and the best part is like, I'm out of it. So then my, one of his two friends are with us. We're like trying to like control us. Like his jet ski's absolutely fucking mangled. Like the handle's off. Like it's like basically split in half. And his friends are like, dude, like we got to get him back to the fucking water because now we have to take him back. So they're like, hold this car. So now I'm on their jet ski. I'm hitting the other jet ski. I'm like out of it for some reason. I'm like pulling the jet ski. I'm hitting everyone's jet ski. They're like, dude, get off the fucking jet ski. So now I'm standing in Revere Beach, like a little bit woozy, fucking in 18 inches of water looking at Kelly's. And they're like towing him to safety pretty much. Yeah, so that was the time we bought jet skis. I fucking totaled it, and we lost, $20,000.
It's a tough purchase. So I was down the Cape and we rented jet skis. So my wife's on the back. I'm driving it. Now I've never driven a jet ski in my life. So I get the like safety wristband so that if you fall off, it kills it, doesn't keep going. So we're going, and I'm like being real cautious because I've never done it before, and we're out.
Yeah.
In the like, there's waves, decent waves. So I'm going slow, but then I start feeling myself.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is how you do it. You go fucking like slalom back and forth over the waves. We hit. It was like a rogue wave came and fucking smashed us. Melissa flies off the back. I go straight up in the air.
Yeah.
The thing goes, and now we're in the middle of the ocean.
Now you got to go get on the jet ski. Get
gotta go
back up on the jet
find it.
skis
That's
way
hot.
harder.
So,
get back up.
So I'm there, and I'm like, oh, that sucks, but I'm not like nervous. She freaks out. She's like, there's sharks everywhere. She fucking beelines
Yeah.
as fast as she.
They say not to panic.
She was like Michael Phelps going towards the fucking jet ski to get back up.
Yeah.
She's sitting up there, and I'm like backstroking to get back to the fucking thing. She's like, there's gonna be sharks. There's fucking baby whales everywhere. And finally, I get back to it. We get it back up. But honestly, it's like false confidence when you start. You're not experienced. But
I essentially thought I was Kenny Powers. Like,
Yes.
if we're being honest. He's bound and down, but it was
Yeah.
like, I'm railed down.
But
down
he was
bad.
on like a flat lake in Arizona.
Yeah,
no
exactly.
waves.
Yeah, no. When you're in fucking Revere Beach, the swim of
Trying to
Revere
jump
Beach.
your
Yeah.
cousin's wake.
Yeah, trying
Yeah.
to jump off a wake, and then afterwards they're like, "Why are you trying to jump a wake from a fucking like a jet ski?
Yeah,
you take a wake from
there's already
a boat.
waves. Yeah, and there's
and
waves
there's
out
waves
there
already.
anywhere.
I'm like, yeah, I guess that's why you don't give a fucking kid like me a jet ski.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
this shit's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Danny, you're up.
What about me?
Yeah, fix
Oh,
us up.
I thought,
Fuck,
I,
you're
I thought you just went
skipping?
in on one. Sorry.
No, I was
No,
telling a
no,
story.
he's
telling
telling
the
the
jet
jet ski
skis.
story.
Fuck. Fucking Brendan.
Piece of shit.
9/11.
Oh boy.
Right?
Bad investment.
Right? Let's talk about 9/11. So I was in college,
It'll pick me up.
right? So I'm in class. I leave class. I'm walking across the quad, and you like that?
Yeah.
There's a kid.
Assumption College.
One of my buddies is walking past me. He goes, "Hey, they're fucking flying planes into the World Trade Center." I was like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, terrorists are attacking our country." I go, "Holy fuck!" So I fucking beeline to my dorm. Right, my two roommates are in there. They get the news on. I'm like, "What's going on?" They're like, "Fucking terrorists flying planes into our fucking buildings. They came out of Boston. More fuel." And I'm like, all right, what the fuck are we going to do?
They're saying all this stuff in
All of
real
them.
time.
Yeah, in real time. They
Okay.
already knew.
Yeah, they already know.
They knew. Prognosticators. So, right? I'm like, all right, we got to fucking figure out what the fuck we're going to do. We have to protect ourselves. I'm in New Hampshire. Manchester, New Hampshire, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's a target. So I'm like, let's go. we crush a beer, and then we get in the car and we drive to fucking Walmart and we bought BB guns. How else are you going to protect yourselves against terrorists
Wow, you got to have 'em.
without fucking BB?
Well, I mean,
CO2.
look what they did with box cutters. So yeah, maybe a BB
Correct,
maybe
dude.
a
I
BB
coulda
cutters-
stopped them with
You could have
fucking-
definitely.
You know
hit
what's crazy though?
What?
Something tells me you weren't the first one to purchase a BB gun in New Hampshire that,
That
day.
day?
No
Oh,
chance.
Dude,
no chance.
so
There was
many-
someone down there
so
with a
many people.
riggedy fucking pickup with American
Well, I
flag
think-
from the
Yeah.
back.
You could like fucking.
We gotta
disarm some of
protect
the
our
BB guns.
country.
Well, yeah, why not?
Yeah,
We should
So
try it.
we got the CO2.
shoot me right now.
Yeah.
We bought BB guns,
CO2.
BBs, and CO2 cartridges.
Just waited out by the
And
window.
we were like, let's fucking go, Osama.
Yeah. Let's go, Osama.
And he never came.
I don't think that's
So,
a
I
bad
mean-
purchase. I think it's a great purchase.
It was. I mean, in
And in the
hindsight,
time.
it didn't pan out. We didn't have to use them.
So where are they now? Are they in like the National
Probably
Museum
shot a
of fucking
squirrel. Did you
Defense?
shoot a
I
squirrel or
still
something?
have mine. When I was at my mother's house in Somerville, I used to shoot the fucking
Beer cans.
no the
People walking by?
the wooden fence, and
Oh, yeah,
they would
yeah.
fucking lodge in the wooden fence. They were 240 feet per second.
If they were,
Oh yeah,
if
they
were,
fly. dude.
if they were coming in Manchester that day, they were going to be
These are
really.
laws of, like-
They would have been severely fucking.
All the,
They would have had. They would have been serious welts.
I'm just
They would've had
imagining like
welts.
fucking Fitzy like shooting the fence, and all of a sudden some guy comes around with like a turban on. He's like,
Yeah.
My question is, how many people do you think got blown because of 9/11? Like, could you just picture like some dude being like, "Honey, like, we don't know what's
almost
going on
over.
with our lives here, and
almost
like, look
over."
what's happening. Hey, we could die at any minute. Like, just
I
push
need
it."
this
Like,
blow
that's-
job.
You worried about? He's like,
That's, yeah, that's not worried about it. We could be
Kinda.
dead any second here.
do you think that a woman who here we go, I'm gonna get myself in trouble. You think that a woman who could sit, a guy who's like tells you like my wife blows me all the time?
Yeah.
Do you think that woman is like she's got low self esteem and she's got like not really a lot of like self?
If she blows you
all the time.
No,
What's all the time?
Once a week, let's say that.
she might just not want to fuck.
I
Like
mean,
it's a waste of time to fuck, so she's just rather just blow you.
That's even worse. Imagine like I
Way
get blown
worse.
all the
wouldn't
time.
you rather get
Way
blown all
worse.
the time?
No,
No.
I fuck.
I like fucking.
No, I like fucking too. I'm just saying, like,
I prefer fucking.
I mean, I like it, but there's something fucking unbelievable just laying back and doing absolutely fucking dog shit.
Yeah, but
Just
then I
sit
feel
back.
like
I do that
over
banging too.
time. I feel like over time you realize that you like you said, like this is just bailing on the
But
sex.
it's all about you, if you think about it.
At first it is. But if the girl's still doing it in 20 years, it's like she's like, I just want to get this guy fucking like let's get him off and get him to bed. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
let's fucking
that's what it
done.
seems like to me.
Yeah.
If that's
I agree.
constant.
I need to fucking be loved, you know what I mean? I need to be felt.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, so
That's how I
yeah,
am.
I'm just saying, like once a
You'd
week
rather
blowjob.
get
That's
blown-
not all the
So
time.
you'd rather get blown than have sex.
No, you're saying a mix. You want to get blown and
yeah. I think that's a normal thing, right?
I
Doesn't
think
everyone
everybody
wanna
wants to get both.
Yeah, don't you want to get both?
How do we go
Yeah,
from
why
this
not?
from
I
BB
know.
guns?
How do we get into this? We got a lot of
Terrorists.
fucking dick talk today, you know?
Well, sex talk. I mean, listen, this
We're
is called
probably
sex
we're
talk.
probably at like 150.
We're starting a new podcast, the four of us.
Speaking of 9/11, you like blowjobs?
We're gonna have.
Oh, that's what it was,
listen,
honey. That's what it was.
We're gonna have Bad Brain, Pulling the Cork, Cinema Showcase, and Sex Talk. That's gonna be
Yeah,
our
that's-
next
that's
one.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just guys talking about sex. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's gonna the market's gonna be fucking flourish.
Yeah.
Panties too.
Wait till they hear this worst purchase. How about Pokemon cards, dude?
Yeah.
Dude, I know. But so how do people make all that money?
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Did like Jake, like what's his
Paul,
name?
yeah.
Yeah.
He's got like 17 Charizards.
I think if you still had those purchases,
Well, that's it. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
I had at one point I had a not that I'm talking fucking like I'm a huge anime guy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But that's what all the rage was when I was
Yeah.
in elementary school.
oh yeah.
So I was at fucking Revere Flea Market every goddamn weekend,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Got the packs or whatever. Went to the Malden Flea Market, which was trash, by the way. It was above Ruderman's Furniture, trash city. Tate, I would look for these fucking hologram cards,
Yeah.
and I finally got
You got the Charizard?
I got a Mew, bro.
Yeah.
Not Mewtwo, Mew, which was like the rarest one
Yeah.
ever. I was
I'm
king.
hot.
I'm like, fuck.
I was
King Danny. King
I was,
Gillis.
I was King Dick
Yeah.
for like a long time.
Yeah, he's King of Newland.
Then like 11-year-old Danny Gillis got offered like $30 from you.
Yeah.
Done.
That's big money
Yeah,
back
done.
then.
What's it worth now?
Oh, probably thousands.
Dude, I'm
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I had like a Charizard hologram that I'm pretty sure like Jake Paul got like hundreds of thousands of dollars for.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I traded it for like I want to say like a Scott Zolak. Card.
Yeah, honestly,
Like I'm telling you, like because I was like more into sports shit.
I'm gonna forget this.
But the
I
amount of-
need you to tell the story right now because it's fucking so good. Can you tell the story about the Bitcoin?
No,
No, you can't
No,
tell it
I can't
on
tell it.
air.
no, I could tell it.
Oh, okay,
You want me to tell it
this
right
story
now?
is fucking insane. Yes.
Yeah, it's a stupid story.
Hold on.
Yeah, let him finish his
Jesus
thing.
Christ.
Yeah, I know. He's just like jumping
He's like,
over
yeah,
Danny.
great, dude. You're a fucking nerd. Anyways, Al.
Sorry.
No, but the worst purchase is the amount of money I spent on fucking Pokemon cards.
How much money?
What about Pogs? I think
Same.
Pogs the worst.
Pog-
Pogs
yeah,
the
but
worst.
I was 7 or 8 then.
I was wicked
Yeah.
little for
I was like,
Pogs.
Yeah.
I was
So
literally
it
like
was-
at the tap
it wasn't
drinking
like
when
my
you guys
money.
were
Dude, I
trading
used to
bugs.
hold down my cousin's hands, dude, and whip a fucking slammer.
Slammer right off their fucking
thumb.
What is
knuckles.
that? What's
Yeah.
the slammer?
You don't
It's
know
a
what
metal-
those are the
It's a
thicker
metal
ones.
one. So Pogs, you would lay
was
out
a
all your
game.
Pogs,
Yeah.
and you would smash this metal one down, and if they flipped, you took them.
Yeah, you
So,
took
like,
the
you-
ones you flipped.
Yeah, so it would,
It's the
it would
worst.
be
It's
you.
the dumbest game ever.
Yeah, it's stupid.
But you just fucking would throw it out. Sometimes you just throw it off their fucking knees.
yeah.
Shins.
I was like I would say I was a sore loser for a good part of my life.
It's, I mean, I think that's
It is
well
the only thing that
documented.
made up for like my lack of athletic ability was like my determination to win. So that was like what like set me apart from other people. I'm great hand-eye coordination. I've got no fucking my feet are in cement.
Yeah.
That's why my kid can't run. He's fucking it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Bitcoin. Go for it.
Bitcoin. Yes, let's get to Bitcoin, I guess. All right. So let's say it's 2010. Yeah, 2010 makes sense year-wise. We own a restaurant in the North End, and some dude comes into the restaurant, and he's like talking to my father. He's like, he's like a teacher at a college, and they run like this weekly fucking like meeting or something. He runs this weekly meeting, and he needs food every single week for fucking like 12 weeks. It's gonna be like 150 to 200. That's his spend. What can we do? Something like that. Yeah, no problem. We can do that 100%. When do you need it? Do you need delivery? All that stuff. He's like, yeah. Is there any chance we can pay you in this cryptocurrency? And we're like, if I was like, what are you talking about? What's a cryptocurrency? And he's like, he's trying to explain it to him. Like, I'll set you guys up with the wallet, the whole nine, it's the future, all this stuff. We're talking 2010. And I was like, so he calls me up and he's like, what is this thing? I'm like, Dad, I've never fucking heard of this thing. And then I'm talking to the guy. It's like, he's like, he's starting to explain a wallet. And you saw me at Flow Golf.
Shut down.
I just like, yeah, buddy, like,
Yeah, the
cash
guy's
works.
trying to tell me
Ca- I
Al
think-
how to like run the golf machine. And we were just like,
I think my father and me might have said to the guy, both in separate situations, like, cash is king.
Yeah,
like cash is king, buddy.
Yeah.
Right? At the time, he's showing us the thing. It was $1 for $1. The cryptocurrency he was talking about was Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
Yep.
Buck for a
So
buck.
if you just do the math on that, 150, 200, that's about, let's just make the math easy. It's 2,000 Bitcoins we should have in our pocket after 10 weeks, $200. 2,000 Bitcoins right now it's 100,000 today. So that's 200 million.
103.
$206 million I should have in my bank account inside of some wallet that I would have never knew how to fucking
Honestly,
access.
yes.
So it probably just would have been sitting there, and I guarantee maybe I would have got into it. I don't know. But yeah, so basically you're looking at someone that should have $206 million. But guess what? We got 1,500 probably cash. And cash is king. Cash is fucking king.
And here you want to talk about it.
Yeah, here we
Yeah.
gotta talk about it.
Cash is king.
Cash is king, baby.
Cash is king.
Yeah.
It's so
That's
bad. So
unreal.
that would have been great for you guys to just be like, yeah, sure, fuck it. It's $1,000.
What's it matter?
Go ahead, fuck it. I'll take that. But again, it's just like the Charizard, because at the point when the Charizard goes up to $30, you're gonna be like, oh, this is $30. I want my fucking Clay Buchholz card.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you trade your Charizard for a
exactly.
Clay Buchholz card, and now Charizard's worth $150,000, and Clay Buchholz
It's bad.
is
Yeah.
fucking bankrupt.
I think you gotta be lucky. I think you gotta be
Yes.
like in the right place at the right
Yeah.
time. Most of the time. Like
I think
can
you have to
work
be a
hard.
real dummy. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I think that dumb people are naturally susceptible. So now here's what I'm gonna say. Some of those people are probably smart, but like I know some people that like were like real in early on cryptocurrency and they're the biggest fucking morons on the planet.
Yeah.
They just like dumb. Oh yeah, they can get talked into anything.
I know.
Yeah.
So they
I know a
got talked
kid.
into cryptocurrency.
I know a kid that he doesn't have a job. That's all he does,
Yeah.
and he's mildly successful with it.
I believe it. I believe
Yeah.
it.
But is he a dummy?
Yeah. Well, I think the same thing. Like, I bet you
Dummy's
that
a hard word, but
I bet you that
he went jail once upon a time.
Yeah, he's a dummy. It's fine. Listen, I bet you Jesus' followers were dummies. Like to be to like just like
To buy into something early on.
That's what I'm
it's-
saying.
it takes either a lot
You
of
were
faith
either
or
the
Yeah, it's
smart-
like being a fucking follower of
You-
a fucking
Podcast.
cult.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
yeah.
All our followers are dumb.
Yeah. You either have to be the smartest person in the room or the dumbest person in the
Yes.
room
Yeah.
to be in the ground floor is the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Or in the right place, right time.
Yeah.
Imagine that fucking painter though at Facebook, dude. He made fucking what do you
Oh,
make?
that
Like
guy Cho.
100 million or something like that
yeah.
just for painting a wall on
200
mural.
million bucks or something
Yeah,
like that.
something ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah.
Paints a mural and gets $200 million because he got
Some
stock
guy
options.
I just saw it on Facebook yesterday. Some guy just sold a sculpture that's invisible for $18,000.
Oh, I actually had that on the fucking on my list to talk about because I was like, that's gonna be the worst product purchase ever.
It's invisible.
Yeah, and he's like, and then the artist is like, listen,
It's full of
the
air and
essence is there.
oxygen or something
The
like that.
essence is there, and he's like rubbing it with red gloves. Did you see the picture of him? And he's like, it's like, what's this sculpture?
Whose turn is it?
Me. So I had engagement rings. So here's what my take is on it.
I agree 1,000%.
So
It's a scam.
I think Maggie's engagement ring cost like $7,900, right?
Nice
This is
one.
when I literally like had no money to. Like, I think that was all the money I had. Bought it for her. Tooties and Quincy, by the way. South Shore Track.
Sounds like a fucking strip club.
How big's the
You told
rock?
me you went to Tooties.
Fitzy, got no idea. I have no idea.
No
They're
carrots?
just
You don't know
this
the
is- I'm like,
carrots?
I got 7,900. Like, this is what you
This is
can
what
get.
you can get.
Yeah, yeah.
So, here's my thing about engagement rings. First of all, it's a waste of money because you could be doing so much more with that money, right?
True.
It's ridiculous. Nobody even pays attention to it anymore. It doesn't matter, right? It's like this offering, like the hope. By the way, if you buy a hope chest for a girl, you're a fucking loser.
What's a hope?
What is a hope chest?
That's a guy who's saying, "I'm gonna get
I'm
engaged
gonna.
to you." Like,
yeah,
in a
it's
year.
It's like a promise ring.
So that means you don't be friends with the guy who's a hope chest. That's good
No.
stuff.
You know who
Yes.
might have a hope chest? Might have a couple underscores in his name.
Oh my God, you're right. He falls hard. Yeah.
Nico's
You
buying
think-
hope
falls
chest.
hard.
You think he's buying a hope chest?
I like
100%.
Nico though. I fall hard for girls.
He probably already had one for that
Yeah.
last girl.
I mean, you fell in love with Danny's sister last night after fucking she served you.
So-
You put your Keno ticket in the machine.
By the way, what I'm gonna say next might need to be stricken from the record. So Tessa's
Might need to
roommate
be what?
stricken from the record.
Stricken.
Oh,
Tessa's roommate
stricken from the record.
stricken from the record. Tessa's roommate is engaged to a guy, and they're like, he's like in the army, ROTC or whatever. She's
They're that young? Engaged already? How old is he?
army people are like this. I don't know.
20, 21?
19.
Not even.
They're ones that would buy into cryptocurrency.
That's what I'm
fucking
saying.
dummies. 19 getting engaged.
Yes.
It is funny how the army people, they work on a different fucking level. They get married so early, it's nuts.
Dude,
I think it's for like the double pay or something. in the
Divorce
army.
early too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The
divorce rate's through the roof.
Tell Tess they're not
For
last.
army?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through the roof.
Yeah.
so she's like, I
It's
don't
like
want
lesbians and army people. They're like the highest divorce rate.
She's like, I don't want a blood diamond. I want like one of these like made in a lab diamonds, right?
Yeah, the lab diamonds.
I'm
they're
like,
dirt
dude,
cheap.
I'm like, if I'm paying $8,000, I want some fucking sacrifice.
I want
behind
blood
this.
on that.
Yeah. You want some blood diamonds, yeah.
I need a guy.
I hope people
I need a
die
guy whose
for this.
family died for this diamond. You know what I mean? Like, give me that diamond on your ring, on your finger.
So-
That's what I need.
So lab diamonds, they like 8 times less money.
Yeah,
So like you could buy that. Your ring probably would have been $700
like
as a lab
yeah,
diamond.
or a grand.
Yeah.
And it's a real diamond, correct?
Yeah, they just make them in a fucking lab. Apparently, I don't know how they do it.
Supposedly diamonds is a scam. They have
is a scam.
they have all the diamonds. They have the market should be
Black
saturated.
people die for them.
Well, but
Are you just going off of a Leonardo DiCaprio movie?
I know
from fucking-
I
it's a
am,
movie.
yeah.
That's it. That's the only
That's
reason.
the only
why-
I know.
That's all he knows, dude. It's like all his things.
Next
is
week
like-
on Cinema Showcase, blood diamond.
He's like, dude, seriously.
from
Did
what
you
I've
see
heard-
Fast and Furious 7? They went into space.
from what I've heard is they have all these diamonds like locked up that they don't want to put out to market because it would oversaturate the market and it would drop the price. So they make it seem like
Like
diamonds
reserves.
are,
Like almost like
diamonds are
oil reserves.
way more rare than they actually are.
Really?
Yeah. I still paid way too much. I
Yeah,
paid a ton.
same
of money.
here.
I should have bought a cubic zirconia.
I wish lab growns were around for us. That's why I'm pissed about the engagement market. I heard last night, I saw somebody bought a ring, 5 carats,
That's huge.
for
5 carats?
for $7,500, and the thing was fucking massive.
Yeah, that's
And
wild.
it was
Dude,
5
5 carats.
It was a
fucking
lab
huge.
grown.
By the way, let me just say this.
I got
if you,
2
if
for
you
10.
throw a 5 carat,
I got 2. My wife has 2.
Yeah.
And
I think
it's-
Maggie
it
has
was
2.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
It's
throw a 5
expensive.
carat on a girl's
Yeah.
hand, you better be a baller. Because
I
Well,
agree.
obviously, if it's lab grown, then
Dude.
you don't have to be a baller.
I don't know.
you
I
still
hope someone
kinda-
chops her fucking finger off. That's what I hope. Like just someone just like hits it with a fucking machete. One of these fucking kid migrants just comes along, bang, hits it with a machete.
migrants.
You just get double dead.
Yeah, just like bang, kid.
Can I ask you this? Is it on purpose that every time the podcast starts, that Chrissy starts like filling up the?
I think it's
Dishwasher?
on purpose now. It's
Yeah.
I think it's a bit. I'm a big bit guy too, so like, and I get lost in these bits. Like, I'll try to just do stuff to piss people off. Like, I started eating on the podcast because Fitzy one
'Cause of me.
time said something that
Oh, it's so
he
fucking
apologized
worse, dude.
once because you drank or you burped into your own mic. And in my head, I'm like, he has like a sensory thing. So then I ate an apple on the
do.
next podcast.
I
Of
do.
course, I got the text. He's like, you're gonna eat an apple on the next podcast. And now it's just kept going and going. So I think it's similar to that.
And so, all right. So, I hope we have Nico on the show. Nico has
That gum chewing thing was absolutely ridiculous.
I had to stop that episode. First off, second of all,
That doesn't bother me at all.
Even it's fucking.
But
it's
no
awful for
one.
me.
My thing is, it didn't bother me that, but no one in the world chews gums like he chews gum.
It's
I didn't notice
crazy,
that until
dude.
then. He's like,
and all right. So now
Did
that
you see
was
that frat, bro? Oh my god.
that was terrible. And Nico, I have dentures. I have
Yeah.
fake
Oh,
2
you
fake
do?
teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're over here. I don't wear them on mic because I know how it sounds.
yeah,
He has his fake
oh
tooth
yeah.
in,
He's got the flipper in.
and
You can
honestly,
hear it.
you can hear because he's fucking constantly like trying to fucking swallow and wet his mouth because that fucking fake thing is in there.
Yeah,
I'm not coming for Nico. I'm not coming for Nico. I want Nico on the show. But it's fucking tough for me to listen to. I'm borderline autistic. So that shit fucking
yeah,
fucks me up.
yeah. I mean,
Well,
you
what-
are drying paper towels.
I do.
I don't think you
I
have
wouldn't
to,
say
I don't think you have to
borderline.
make
Yeah, I was
that.
gonna say, I
Yeah,
wouldn't say
I don't think you
borderline.
have to make that declaration. We all know you're
I'm
autistic.
well, I'm well into,
Dustin Hoffman
into
over
the
here.
fucking spectrum.
Just like-
I'm not borderline autistic. I'm
Just
well
got
into the
Becky.
spectrum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Came
Yeah.
out sucks, Fitz.
Yeah, it does. Jeopardy at
Where were
7.
you going with that? Before you got into that, we were saying something. Now I forget.
I don't know.
That with
Before we got
diamond
into,
rings.
diamond rings. Yeah. Okay, so I got another purchase for you.
Yeah.
That was a terrible fucking purchase. This
Yeah,
is
you're up anyways.
This go. I mean, I could legitimately sit here and do a 3-hour podcast on all of Justin's terrible purchases.
Oh, this is
but this
my
is
favorite.
one that I would say he influenced me on. And one day he comes busting in the room. He comes busting in my room. He was living with us at the time. He comes busting in my room. He's like, dude, I'm telling you right now, we gotta start a business. I'm like, what? Recording studio. Let's buy all the equipment. I'll have this thing filled in 2 seconds. I'm like, well, where are we gonna record? He's like, trust me, we'll do it in the bedroom. In my bedroom. He's like, we'll do it in your bedroom. I'm like, well, how are we gonna do it? Are we gonna build it? He's like, you don't need to build nothing. The technology nowadays, you don't need no soundproof and nothing like that. That's what he's saying. in the thing. I'm like,
Just hearing this in his voice makes
And that's all I'm
makes
doing.
me, makes me
I'm
chuckle.
Yeah, yeah.
hearing him talk.
Makes
Makes
me
me hearing
chuckle.
Justin's voice.
he's like, dude, we can make beats for people. So now it's like, he's like,
So
I
now
can-
he's Scott Storch overnight.
Yes, he's
okay.
Well, Justin has a thing where he's the best at everything. Yeah. So he's like, dude, we got the whole nine. We'll get the MPC. So we go down to Guitar Center. Obviously, I buy all the
I
stuff.
love how you bought
I
it.
walked into
I
Guitar
love how
Center.
you're like, yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, just like I'm like, all right. Well, he's in the music shit. He knows
Yeah,
a bunch
yeah,
of people.
yeah, yeah.
He basically said, I got a line of people at the door that are looking for a recording space. Okay. Me being dumb. Me being dumb's like, fuck it. Yeah, let's go, kid. Let's fucking do
Invite
this.
everyone to the sanctuary bedroom.
Invite everyone into my bedroom. Beautiful thing. So we get a fucking MPC player. Do you know what MPC is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So MPC, it's like a little fucking beat maker. We get the Pro Tools. We get the whole setup, right? Now.
Not
look at-
cheap, by the way.
Not cheap. I don't know. Maybe it costs like $3,000.
Yeah.
Not crazy money, but at the time it was
Yeah, a
big.
lot. Yeah.
And when I tell you there was he didn't get not one person into this recording studio. Not only that, he didn't even know how to work the fucking equipment. I had to fucking learn everything. I was a big like, okay, like if this dude wanted to do X and you needed some money, fine. I'll give
Yeah.
you money, give me money back. Like
Sure.
one of those things, right?
Yeah.
Like I like that
Yeah.
thing where my hands are off, I don't gotta do nothing, fine,
Yeah.
we can make money. It's like a laundromat.
Yeah.
Hands free, making money. That's what I thought this thing was gonna be. Oh, we'll get Justin working. He'll be able to do it. He'll have the clientele. I'll just put up the money for the thing. I'll get my money back. He
Yeah.
basically said we'll get the money back in 2 months. He's like, you got charged this for an hour, all this stuff. He didn't know how to work any of the fucking equipment. He couldn't. First of all, he was trying to make beats. He was fucking terrible at making beats. And he didn't get any people in there.
How
Come to find out,
are ya?
everything that he said, yeah,
How are ya?
everything he said to buy was like not good quality. So like the mic
What-
was bad.
What
everything
was the
bad.
name of the recording studio?
We didn't have a name for it yet.
So,
but
that's
who-
a miss.
That's a big
I
miss.
know.
So
He should
then
have had T-shirts printed already.
he like that was his first foray into a recording studio. Then he kind of went in partners with somebody else into like a better place where they like rented a space in Lynn. But maybe he learned how to do it after that. But I had to sell that MPC. I think I got 500. I think I paid like 1,500 for it.
Jesus Christ.
So like everything, I probably still have the Pro Tools and fucking my little fucking mixer setups, probably somewhere in some drawer somewhere in my house somewhere. So that was a bad purchase, and it just taught early on, don't put your eggs in the Justin basket, which,
Brendan's jumping full
Yeah.
into.
I'll tell you right now.
I need to hear one of these beats. They have to be somewhere.
oh, we got some old shit. I even got a line that me and my brother always say to each other, and it's Mark Lewis went in there. And he was like, he went in there and made a song at one point. He was probably like 15, like he was so young, and it was like, I'll drive through you like a Dunkin' Donuts, make your whole crew go nuts. That was his line. We always say that every single time. Me and my brother, my brother would just like send me a voice memo. He's like, I'll drive through you like a Dunkin' Donuts, make your whole crew go nuts.
All right, Fitz, we'll just do one more. We'll do voicemails, then we'll go to Patreon.
Yep. We got ads too.
Misguided
A
Spirits.
couple more ads.
Ben Franklin.
Yep.
Did done. Did you see that?
So we were talking about Bitcoin, right?
Yep.
Everyone was fucking
Yep.
jumping on that bandwagon. One of the bandwagons that I kind of jumped onto was fucking AMC and GameStop. When
I was
doing
huge
those
into that.
Fucking did you?
Did you?
lose a lot
I-
of money?
Yeah,
did you
that's
make
another one.
money?
I forgot. You just reminded me that.
Yeah,
No, I
dude.
lost a shit ton of money.
Yeah. So GameStop.
I should have like 300K in AMC shares right now.
It's yeah, and they halved it. So it was fucking crazy. So GameStop.
What was the name of the company that fucked it?
Citadel.
No, it was a different one. I thought
Citadel.
What do you mean? Robinhood.
Robinhood.
Oh, yeah,
Robinhood
yeah,
porked
yeah.
a bunch of people
Yeah.
because once the market share went so high,
Yeah.
they claimed that they couldn't handle the
They
volume.
removed the buy button.
Yeah, so they
Robinhood.
they blocked it
Right.
for a while, right? And then once it came back, I was like, oh, this will probably still keep going. So I started buying, right?
Me too.
So I'm buying high, right? It's already fucking through the roof like an idiot. So I'm buying high. So I'm like buying AMC, buying fucking GameStop. Nokia was one of the other ones. BlackBerry.
BlackBerry
BlackBerry was
went up.
another one.
Yeah, I was in on
Stonks.
that. All that
They
shit.
used to call them
Chasing
stonks.
it.
And fucking, so I bought all stocks, all those stocks, and I bought high and sold low.
Oh yeah, for all
It
of
was a
them.
fucking
My
it
my
was a
brother,
fucking joke.
well known, he's like a financial advisor.
Yeah.
Does very well for himself.
Yeah.
So like he literally controls my annuity, my pension, all that shit.
Nice.
So I'm like, hey, I'm hearing shit about this GameStop stuff. He's like,
He's like,
stop
"Stop."
watching the
Yeah, he's
fucking
like,
news.
No,
Yeah.
don't do it.
He's like, don't. And I was like, but I like everyone's doing it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like drugs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And he's
exactly.
like, do not touch this. He goes, you're not even going to be able to, you're not going to get a return on it. So I was like, all right, I won't. So like all my friends were like, GameStop, GameStop,
I know.
GameStop. And I never touched
Dude,
it.
I-
and they were like on suicide watch for a good 2 weeks.
I did the same thing. Like we were like 22 or 23, and I was like eToys,
yeah.
which was like
Oh yeah.
I was like yes. So I bought like 1,000, which was like all the money I had. And like in 2 days, it was just gone. Like it was gone, and it was like fucking down to like $80 or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I watched this guy online who's like used to be like an options trader or something. He does like financial stuff on YouTube, and he's like, listen, he's like, dude, he's an English guy. He's like, I fucking did this 12 hours a day, and I was great at it. He goes, it was hard for me to make money. You know what I mean? Like he goes,
Yeah.
you're just sitting on your couch being like, oh, I heard this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
fucking jump in. Like,
That's what I did with options too. It was
Yeah.
bad, dude.
By the time
oh, you had options bad, right?
Oh, bad.
by the time
That's a gamble.
by the
options
time
are
you
gamble.
hear about it,
It's
it's
already
already
done.
too late.
It's too late.
You're already too late.
It's like this podcast.
I think at its peak it got to $70 AMC. I think I had 4,000 shares, so I should have 280,000. I was like, I'm gonna ride this thing. It's going to 800. It's going to 1,000.
Yeah.
It's like at $2 right now, and it like reverse split.
And they
shit.
have to, yeah. So they have to reverse
I think they
split.
1/10 it at one point. It's
Yeah.
like
So
I'm
it was
telling you
like
right now, I
your
might have
shares-
max $2,000 in like the littlest amount of money I have in it, probably $2,000.
Your shares went from 2,000 shares to like 500 shares because they halved it and they reverse split it and
Yeah.
fucking it's dog shit now.
Shit that we don't know about. So
Yeah, no,
also, by
I
the way,
mean-
you were talking about this on your podcast. You were trading options on the golf course.
I was trading options, but here's the problem with the golf. You have to be on point with options. I don't know if you've ever traded options before. Like you have to buy and sell. Sometimes
Neither of
it
us,
could
I
be
think, have traded
3-4 minutes.
So
Like,
you might as well talk in Greek right now.
yeah, well, yeah. It's listen, beta and theta. You got to look at all this stuff. What these things are going to do.
Yeah.
They're going to go up. They're going to go down. I was in. A
I
little
just
zone.
watch Wolf of Wall Street. That's it.
Yeah, it's basically done. Basically, they have these options. Say, okay, it's going to go over this amount of money by this date. So it'll be on like a Friday every single week. And will it get to 50 by Friday? That's basically what an option is. You bet yes, it will. No, it won't. You know what I mean? But so when it gets to like a certain amount of time when it's running out the clock, like on a Friday, usually you do it on Friday. It's called 0 dates till it expires. This option, you can get like crazy returns. So like, let's say about 1,000 option that like this stock was gonna get to $50, and it starts going up, like it's getting over 50. You can that $1,000 can get to $8,000. Like
Right.
you get like 8-10x, and then you can do it on margin and all this shit, right? But you have to be like on point because you just make your money and go. Like it's like quick hitters, like fucking a hooker, in out, right? That's what you need to do. So like I would go onto a tee box, I'd put the trade in, I'd go hit my drive, I'd go back, I just made $10,000. Crazy, right? But then the swing started happening. So then it'd be like, okay, now I'm going down. Now that $10,000 is going down, and it's going down every second. I'm like, well, I don't want to lose $5,000 on this trade. I'm gonna just wait it out. Here's the problem. Once Friday ends, 4:00, it goes from 10,000 to 0.
Yikes.
It's not like, a stock goes down and it goes from, 10,000 to
Yeah.
8,000 because it went down 20%. You lose the whole fucking thing.
Fuck.
So a couple of those, they get you real bad. Now you're down 50K in 2 weeks. It's like,
Dude,
I remember this.
50K?
Here's what
I'm
happened.
fucking drying paper towels.
I hold this against this person till the end time. We're working in Lynn in the store, and it was Easter. Someone called out. It was Easter, so it was like pickups and shit. No. Yeah, it was the day before Easter, I want to say. So it was like the Friday before Easter.
That would be 2 days.
Yeah, I'm trying to think which day it was. I don't know which holiday it was. Forget about the holiday. It's
Yeah, whatever.
irrelevant. It could have been before Thanksgiving. Maybe it was on a
You got to
Wednesday.
sell a lot of pizza.
I forget what it was, but it was
50K.
really busy. Someone called out. I put it in an order. The person called out. They were sick, so I had to go up and I had to do shit. So I had to do shit. I'm like, fuck! I already put in the order, $15,000 like options order. But if you're paying attention, it's not that big of a deal. Like even if you're going down a little bit, okay, I'll sell 12.
Yeah,
Okay, you
yeah,
lost
yeah,
3,000. It's not
yeah.
that big of a deal. But I wasn't paying attention. When I looked back at my phone, it's like, yeah, great. The store's filled. All this shit. Then you look at your phone and it's like, it's at $2,000. And you're like, well, I could sell it now. Well, let's just hope a miracle happens. By the end of the day, it goes back up.
What's the difference?
Did not go back up.
What's the difference between 13 and 15?
Yeah, that person, like,
Not
I
much.
like hold it to this day. Like, I hope they get pancreatic cancer. Like, just because of that. Because I just think in my head, okay, worst case scenario, I'm losing 2,000. But if you're not paying attention,
Dude, I had.
so
well,
I think if you sat at a computer and you learned it, you could probably make a little bit of money. But I think it's a grind.
I think so too.
Yeah,
so
it's a grind.
With crypto, yeah, it's a job. You
Yeah.
have to sit there and watch every single crypto and be like, okay, it's trending down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy this much.
Yeah.
And then you have to watch it climb and sell at the right point.
Dude, I was in the market at one point for like the 3-4 computers. I was just gonna be sitting there, the curved screen, just be sitting there in the fucking zone. I almost felt like I was Kanish from Rounders. Like that's what I was thinking. I'm just gonna get in and out real quick.
Grinding
I don't
it.
need the big. I'm grinding it.
grinding out on
Yeah.
your leather
I'm
ass.
grinding it, yeah, exactly. I don't need the big hit like fucking Matt Damon. You know what I mean? I need
Kanish.
to fucking just in and out. Let's grind it out. Let's grind out a living. That's what I was.
Kanish was the best, dude.
Yeah.
He's like, you still get the truck? He's like, yeah, you can deliver bread for me. Piece of shit.
That's Al, basically.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, yeah, you still got the truck?
Yeah. So I am the worst with
Dude, I have,
money.
like, I
I'm
had
the
a-
worst with money because it comes in and then it just goes
No,
out so
I'm
fast.
saying-
It's
I
like,
had a,
I made a lot of bad business decisions.
I had
I'll
a
tell you that much.
$200 parlay with my buddy. It was a 8-teamer, right? Paid 15 grand. It was like 3 money lines, like the whole thing. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, sweet. And we were fucking rolling. And I'm coaching my kids' basketball team. And it was at the Roosevelt School, which is down there. There's no service in the place. So the last game's going, right? I'm giving 3. They're up 8. But I'm like, I want to hedge now.
Yeah.
He's texting me because I'm walking out of the gym to get it. But I can't get on the fucking website.
Not the worst. No worse feeling.
I mean, we know how the story ends.
Yeah. Yeah.
We didn't hit the pilot. It's the bottom
Yeah.
line. Where's money spent? If you look at it like that, like gambling, dude. Gambling is like, I've been gambling my whole life. I've been playing football cards since I was in 8th grade.
Oh, yeah.
It is the worst money spent, but it's the best.
I wish like
It's
football
fun.
cards was still a thing, dude.
I know.
Football cards are the best.
Same.
Yeah,
Best.
I
dude.
mean,
Just-
they kind of are. You can
I
put in
see-
a 7-leg parlay whenever you want
Yeah,
for
but
a buck.
I want to see the card. I want to
Yeah.
see that
That's what
white
I'm
card.
saying.
I want to
Yeah.
rip it
I
off.
wanna hold it.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. Just
Yeah.
Circle those numbers.
yeah.
Dude, I remember my father coming in. He's like, I was in 8th grade. He's like, why are you watching the Houston Oilers game? I'm like,
I fucking love
I'm
Warren
like, I'm into
Moon.
football. I like football, Dad.
Don't worry about it,
Yeah.
Dad.
Yeah.
He came in from the fucking Canadian League, Dad.
All right, Dan, you got one more, then we're going to do voicemail.
I do. This one, I doubt anyone is gonna know what I'm talking about. Al, you might, because you're my age. But without a question, the worst purchase that I have ever made. I was in high school, and there was this huge thing called Red Monkey Jeans. Do you know what Red Monkey Jeans were?
No, I don't think so.
So Red Monkey Jeans.
even know what
What's
it
up?
is.
I gotta think what it is.
Red Monkey Jeans back in 2004 were about $1,500 a piece.
No.
What?
Swear to God.
Oh.
And I was working as a waiter, and I was working like summer housing, and I was rolling in the dough
Yeah, yeah.
with a 94 Toyota Camry. You know what I mean? Like just a
Oh,
piece
my-
of trash. I had a piece of wood holding up my
Oh, I know these.
Oh yeah.
I
So
know
every
now.
single rapper had them.
Yeah.
And because I was in a real recording studio rapping,
Yeah.
I needed Red Monkey Jeans.
You were rapping?
Oh
You
yeah.
never heard the story about when he brought the tape?
What the fuck are you talking about? You have this actual audio of you rapping?
If I could find it, I still wouldn't have you guys listen to it.
Is that bad?
I mean, I was that good. It's
He
just
delivered it, hand delivered it to
Hustle Simmons.
Hustle Simmons.
He told me to shit in a hat, basically.
Yeah.
Drove all the way to Waltham when Jammin was in Waltham.
Yeah.
The door wasn't open. I had my mixtape. It was edited. I fucking trademarked it. And I was like, hey, here's my mixtape. And he was like, yeah, dude, just like send it to us.
I see, but you have like a distinct voice to be rapping, dude. It's kind
Yeah.
of sick, man.
Yeah.
He's basically, got the
We were
raspy
selling
voice.
mixtapes left and right out of Malden High for a solid week. We thought we made it.
Yeah.
That was it. Bought Red Monkey jeans and everything. Bought these jeans,
$1,500.
$1,500. They were probably like $1,200,
So they're like True
$1,300.
Religions on crack.
$1,200?
Yes.
Yeah.
For
That's what I'm saying.
mixtapes.
So
You sell mixtapes.
He's definitely, listen, and he was selling. Listen, what were you selling besides it?
no, I was never in like the drug dealing
Yeah,
game.
come on.
I swear to
Just
God,
stop
I
doing
wasn't.
that.
Yeah, selling testosterone. You know what I mean? Like, I probably had $1,600 in my bank account, and I was like, this seems like a really good idea.
Yeah.
And I grabbed these jeans and I wore them to school, and they're like, oh, you got Red Monkey jeans? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, are they real? And I'm like, fuck, are they real? Because I don't know. Right?
Yeah.
But I definitely paid real money for them.
Yeah.
Right. So the kid lifted it up, and if you didn't have red thread for like the side of the jeans where you sewed it together,
beat.
you got beat. I had red threads; they were real. Nice, they were real. So
Worth it.
when you wear red monkey,
That's street cred. That's
when
street
you
Still have the
cred.
jeans?
no,
I
when
wish
you
you
wear
had 'em.
when you wear red monkey jeans, right? You're supposed to have the price tag still on them. So like
What?
yeah, to like let people know like what you paid
These
for.
are
them.
real.
So, like a fucking dickhead, one of my friends ripped the price tag off.
That's smart.
By
Hands, immediately.
So I went for hands.
Yeah.
I went for hands. We ended up like fucking jimmying it back on. And I was like, now, like, if someone gets this close to my asshole, they're going to know that we jimmy rigged this thing back onto my belt loop, you know?
It's a
But
bad purchase.
It was
Dude, I
a
need
really,
some
really
Red
bad
Monkey
purchase.
jeans tomorrow.
Wow, you were a douchebag.
Red monkey jeans.
I'm telling you right now.
He was essentially the Lou Ciampi character.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So,
He's
like,
sitting
when
there.
I see that, I'm like,
Dude, I'm buying red monkeys.
Dude, I
monkey
just
jeans.
looked at like 140 on eBay.
that's it?
That's what I'm
it.
saying. We gotta get some.
Short money
We gotta
now.
get some. All right, we got voicemails.
We got ads.
Misguided Spirits.
Yep.
Yeah. They're supporting the Pulling the Cork golf tournament. Just talked to Jay today. He's going to Japan, by the way. And he's like, talk to Ed. So I'll tell you right now, we're going to become best friends with Ed because we need 3 cases of Misguided Spirits.
Yep.
They get the
least.
best stuff in the business. You've had the whiskey, right, Al?
I've had the whiskey. It's delicious.
Al loved the
It's
whiskey.
a great
I had
everyday
the vodka
whiskey.
last
It's
night.
great everyday whiskey. I agree with that. I had the vodka last night.
I did.
We're going to do what we usually do. We're going to get like 4 cases. We're going to give 3 away, and then we're going to keep a case for ourselves.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
have put it on the bar. You know?
Yeah.
Product placement, we call that.
James, Pope Potty, follow him on Instagram.
Dude,
The
savage.
kid lives a life that you've.
Oh, I know. I follow him. It's
You
very.
dream
You
about.
get very jealous of.
Yeah,
of,
yeah. You're like,
James.
oh man, imagine if I never had kids. I just was out there owning
Yeah.
a liquor company. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wish I imagine he has a small dick only because I want to imagine that because it's just like he can't have everything, you know.
He can't be
Yeah,
blessed
he can't just,
all
yeah,
around.
he's just living the life, has a huge hog.
Yeah.
yeah,
Probably does.
yeah.
Anyways, he has got the biggest dick in the world. Go to misguidedspirits.com. You can order everything online there. And you can come to the golf tournament and you'll find it there as well.
Ben Frank.
Ben Franklin Print Company. They print it all. All right? They do it all. Ben Franklin Print Company, they give you a little like morning service, actually.
Yeah. Oh, now
and give
go
you-
and get it.
Yeah, go and get it.
Now go and get it.
They're doing everything for the golf tournament. We got a ton of shirts coming. We actually have I ordered 40 extra shirts for the Patreon guys.
Yeah, that's good.
So if the Patreon guys, depending on the level and stuff, I know that I'm always I'll send you stickers, I'll do this, I don't do it. That's gonna be one day we're gonna do it all. We're gonna all sit in here, the 3 of us, print them up. Not print them up because they're already printed. We're just gonna get it all done. So, anyway, stickers, everything. We'll send you a shirt. If you're a $20 member, if you're a $10 member, you're in on it. If you're a $5 member, if there's anything left over, we'll get that to you too. That sound good?
Yeah, are we missing anyone?
I don't think so.
Tedco,
Tyco,
Bellas,
Bellas.
You guys just got so many sponsors, dude. I fucking
Success
love it.
Lift,
Yeah.
Success
Ben
Lift.
Frank,
Yeah.
and Misguided.
Cinema
Yeah.
Showcase.
It's an embarrassment of riches, is what
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, it's
Cinema
just-
Showcase.
Yeah.
All right.
Are these new mics? New headsets? New cans?
We changed some up. You can hear? You guys can hear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, Joey Boats here. Kind of a random. I'm fired up, dude. Just had a fucking cold brew. I haven't called in a while. We're going to do some Red Sox talk for once, dude. I'll never understand this. They're talking about bringing Devers from third base to first base because Tristan Cassis just got injured. I'll never understand the huge discussion that erupts whenever they're trying to convert somebody to another position in baseball. It makes no fucking sense to me, dude. Listen, if you're going from infield to outfield, I get it. All right, they're totally different positions. These infielders that you're paying enough money to manipulate the weather to. All right, this stuff. You're telling me a third baseman how is he going to learn how to play first base? Oh, I don't know, because you've been playing baseball for the last 20 fucking years. Just move to the other side of the field. It's the same position. You feel the ball. However, when it's not hit to you, right? You put your foot in a bag and turn around. You've been catching. How is he going to learn? I don't know. You've been catching baseballs for the last 20 plus years. Just turn around and catch it. Makes no fucking sense to me. Also, and last but not least, what am I, chopped liver? When am I going to get back on the podcast, dude? You guys have
pretty fucked
Clarky
up.
on every 3 weeks. He's never rapped a day in his life. All right, the album's in the can. It's ready to go. I got to get an album cover. But once that's done, maybe before this tournament that me and Fitzy are going to win. How about that? All right, Boats, out.
Is he on your
Yeah, he's on
oh,
my
that's
foursome.
a great
So
foursome.
my cousin backed out, so I was like, who could I get? And I was like, fucking Joey Boats.
Oh, I mean,
dude. So I saw Devers' comment. He's like, at the beginning of the year, the GM told me I was only DHing. He's like, how am I supposed to play third now? And now they want me to catch the ball at first.
Listen,
It's a fucking great thing.
so here's the thing, right? If you could play the corner, if you could play corner and field, you could play either corner. So this is he's got a point. If
Wouldn't
could
you
third,
want to
can
play
third.
first base? There's
Yeah.
nothing to do but catch
First
a
base,
ball.
way easier than third. Third's a hot corner.
Yeah, it's all
baby.
corner,
Scary.
but I would say I would say third base is harder than first base. He can definitely play it.
Easily.
But if you look at, so there was some Spanish speaking individuals. That
Oh, they said the translation was
translation
totally
was
wrong.
terrible. So-
Totally wrong.
translation was terrible.
Really?
I didn't
Pretty,
say
yeah,
it
I'm
like
pretty
that.
sure he was like, yeah, whatever.
He's like, basically what he
Oh,
says,
really?
I'm going to need time to learn first base
Yeah,
is what he said.
which is nuts.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm 37.
You know,
Throw me at Fenway right now at first base. No
you know what I
problem.
love?
I'll
You know,
be
I,
good.
I love when
You
you
should see my
Scoop,
scoop.
baby.
start getting a little the verbiage of like a sport that you're not really into. Like when somebody's like, "Oh, the kid's gloves a vacuum." I'm like, Dude, I never heard that because I didn't care about baseball. Like, I'm like, this kid's a vacuum. Like,
It's
I'm
a
like,
vacuum, yeah.
And there's a
I love
vacuum
that.
commercial right now, which
Yeah.
is nice.
Great.
Happy Sunday, fellas. It's been a minute. I figured I'd give a call and leave a message. Didn't really put too much thought into it, but right off the top of the head, the most hated celebrities, U2 and Bono. That comes first to me.
That's great.
First off, you throw that ridiculous album on Apple and just force fucked everybody to listen to it.
Yep.
And then if you go to a concert, you got to listen to his fucking PSA about how the world sucks and we have to be better people. Listen, if I wanted to listen to that, I'd buy a fucking a self-help book. All right. Second one, the Kardashians in general, but Kim most of all. I mean, the only thing she did to get famous was do exactly what her dad did, and that's just get a black man off that didn't deserve it. Hope everything's good, guys. Talk to you soon.
It's a good
Paul
line.
Doobie.
Doobie.
That's Doobie?
Coming in
That
hot.
Doobie's like foray into stand-up comedy. I mean,
That was-
That was
was
a good
great.
line.
Fucking
That's a good line.
unreal.
I'm sure he stole that from somebody, from some reel. We're gonna see that reel from 4 months from now. He loves sending reels up. Doobie's funny.
Send the late reels. Kid does chicken wings though. That's what he does.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Does anybody else have a fucking wife that's much more difficult to have sex with since the Karen Reed trial began? I mean, this shit's on in my house constantly. It's literally just taken over the airwaves at the Unicorn household. And Jen McCabe lives here.
Yeah.
And I think my wife wants to have sex with Karen Reed's attorney. Maybe that's the move. Maybe I just put on the fucking trial.
Yeah.
The hot highlights of the lawyer just going fucking ham on Jen McCabe, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And pull my cock out.
Yeah.
See if it works.
You would
Not
think
sure
that
if this is a path to victory, but I'm willing to try it. For the rest of the men out there that are suffering from Karen Reed trial cock blockage. I love you guys.
The
Great
unicorn.
cast with Ferg. He's a cuck. When you said that his neck is disgusting, I literally laughed out loud. And I thought it was done. And then fucking the Malden Muffler comes in. Skinless, boneless chicken thighs, bro. Fuck you, Jumptown.
I was waiting for the fuck you jump down.
It's a tough show for Ferg.
All right, I think I left one last week. You guys didn't play it. So I feel like chocolate. But Joey Boats here. I got an example for best purchases I've ever made. I think I might have told this story in a podcast, but about 6 years ago, I was dating some chick. And things weren't really going well. It was at a point I was drinking a lot at the time, or whatever, things were kind of on the rocks. And there was one night when we were in bed, and we were just arguing over something stupid. Like, that's when you know a relationship's almost over, when you're just arguing over, like, whether or not you have enough sheets on your bed. Because you know women, like, I had sheets in my bed, but I didn't have enough sheets. So she kind of turned to me, like, before we go to bed, and she's like, well, you really need to get these sheets. And it was one of those things where it meant more than what it was. Like, it was kind of like an ultimatum thing. Like, you need to go buy these sheets or else I'm breaking up with you. So I took the hint. I woke up the next morning at 9 a.m., poured myself some gin. Dude, I was dancing around the apartment. I'm having a good time. I'm like, all right, let me go to Walmart. Let me pick up these sheets. So I walked down to Walmart. It's about 250 yards away from my house. So I walked down there, dude. I'm at Walmart. I'm buying T-shirts. I got a new pair of boxers. I walk up there. I see a full-size replica NBA Jam arcade machine. $600 without tax. What a deal. So I go throw it in the cart. So me and some nice employees, we throw it in the car. I walk it back to my apartment, dude. I continue drinking all day. I'm setting it up. I'm dancing, dude. My girl comes over. It's like 6 p.m. at this time. She comes in and she's like, how you doing or whatever? And then she kind of like curiously beelines into my room. And that's when it hit me. Oh, I didn't buy the sheets. And as she walked out, she saw a man, a broken man. Rich hands all over the coffee table, a fully set up, beautiful NBA Jam arcade machine in the middle of the room, says nothing and just walks out. That was the last time I saw her. Now, do I regret it? No.
I mean, a double Joey Boats voicemail.
Joey
Here's what I'll
Boats.
say. Joey Boats took the name serious. He called from the Titanic. That
How we all doing? Long time listener, first time caller. Love the show. Love what you guys do. Great
The boy in
stuff.
Ireland.
So it's not on today's topic, but I think that 2 weeks ago there was talk of Chinese food. I'm just wondering if you've ever had or ever heard of the Irish spice bag.
Spice bags.
Chinese food. It'll change your life. I think you can get it down in McGonagall's in Dorchester, and I know you guys are recording. You're recording early this Saturday, but let me know when you guys are recording at a decent time. We'll arrange to get something delivered up to the studio. So,
What's Irish spice bag?
That's a Chinese.
We've heard of it.
And Danny, up there.
Let's go.
Let's go.
You know who that is?
No.
Usheen. A guy
nice.
over. He's the guy who like came on because of Genty. He's a Patreon
an
member.
Irish spice bag? Just Chinese food in general, or a specific thing?
Basically curry.
Okay.
That's
So
that's
it's like
the
it's in a
Chinese
bag.
in Ireland. It's just literally a bag, and you open it up and fucking just go nuts.
I don't know. You guys haven't explained this well. You guys haven't explained this well at all.
No,
Is it
it's like,
a-
you know,
I've
like
never
It's not
I've
an egg
never
roll.
had
You're
it.
not
look
getting
it
egg
up on your
rolls.
phone. Look it up on your
I've
phone.
never had it, but Genty talked about it.
Yeah.
All the guys at the IA
Irish
talked
spice
about it,
bag.
and
Yeah.
fucking and
By the way, that's a real one. When you got a Patreon member from Ireland, I mean,
yeah, it's sick.
Let's go.
honestly, it'll be the only reason I don't quit
Yeah.
this podcast.
No jump.
Like Justin.
So
No jump.
as Joey Boats, we were listening to Joey Boats' second thing. He's texting me. What the fuck was he saying? He's like asking me about golf in the tournament. And he also said, I'll save that for Patreon.
Yeah.
I'll talk
Okay.
about
All
what
right,
Joey
yeah,
Boats
yeah,
said
yeah,
on
yeah,
my text
yeah,
in the Patreon.
All right, so
These guys got a long one today.
This was
2
a long
hours,
one.
12 minutes.
Fucking hell.
That's good.
Yeah.
Italians
Don't buy a jet
long-winded.
ski. Don't buy a jet ski.
Buy Bitcoin.
Don't take cold medication and pound a beer that fits you for the show.
Yeah.
I'll leave
Go
you.
see Danny's sister at the 621
Oh
sometimes,
my
right?
God.
Go see me fucking
Dude.
next Friday or this Friday at Nick's Comedy Stop.
Oh, is that what you're
let's
gonna be?
go.
I mean,
That's a
next
big-
comedy
all right,
spot.
that's
Let's
a big
go.
spot.
All right, so me and Julie were talking about this last night.
Yeah.
We're going to go. Me and Max are going to go.
Sweet.
So who you opening for?
Corey Williams. Never
Black
seen him.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The girl Gabby that we were on the
Yeah, on the
she's
Schmuck Tours.
Schmuck Tours. She'll be there. I also work with this guy, AJ's an Indian guy, funny as fuck. He talks about like how he's a comedian instead of being like a doctor or a professor like most Indian guys. Like it's fucking cool. He does some good shit. And then I believe maybe just us four. But yeah, so yeah, next Friday, next Comedy Stop, right there in like pretty much the heart of Chinatown,
That's awesome.
Washington Street.
Yeah.
That's great.
Are you going to go?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Next Friday, let me see what I got. I'd like to make a stop in. I know you weren't asking me, but I'll just come anyway. So
You're going next.
Yeah.
You know how
So-
a show works? You ask one person, then you go to the next person.
yeah. Now that we got this funny
Well,
fucking
I'd like to
Indian,
go to-
I'm going for the Indian guy.
Let me tell you
now.
where I'd like to go. I'd like to go to that, and then I'd like to go over to Wicked Craft, and then I'd like to see Nico light that lighter. When he lights that lighter, dude, nobody's lit a lighter like Nico.
I
lights
almost-
that lighter.
It's like the Little Wayne lighter.
Like-
I
It's like the Little Wayne lighter in the mixtapes.
I honestly think that what we should do is between, like, I don't know who you're going on between. Between the comics, they should play Bad Bunny. Nico comes out, lights the lighter, then Danny ascends to the stage. I think that's a
Only
good
if he
setup.
bites his lip.
Yeah. Oh, he's definitely bite the lip. You don't got to tell him that. You don't got to coach him there.
You know what the best is? I commented, he did a video, he's like, TJ Maxx, everybody is 50 years old. I wrote back, I'm like, hey, buddy, I'm like, you're talking to one right now. And he's like, my bad, bro. He's like, but hey, these guys are all old in here. I'm like, no shit, they're old as fuck. Yeah. I love Nico, dude. He's the vibe. He's a
It's a good vibe. Danny's a good vibe too. That's
Yeah.
why they're very similar.
That's why they are similar. I agree with you.
Fitz sucks.
Yeah.
The worst.
You know who's
Fitzlin.
hot?
Absolute
Fitzlin.
worst.
You know who's super hot?
Pick a side, Fitz.
Danny says is super hot. She reminds me like, I get like Kelly McGillis and Top Gun vibes. Like,
Have you ever seen
bullshit.
Kelly McGinnis now? They're not the same person.
Well, listen,
That is true.
I'm telling,
That is
I'm
true.
telling
She's
you
bad.
Top Gun. That's why I said Top
She looks
Gun.
like Will Campbell for the New England Patriots.
She
now.
does.
You know
fat.
who looks awful? Fucking Pam Anderson.
Pam Anderson,
She looks
gross.
terrible, dude.
And she's like, I'm not wearing makeup. It's like, doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Put
no
it on.
shit, dude. To fucking fix it.
Put it on.
Get a better haircut, you loser. I don't care
I
if you're
think what happens when
70.
you get old, you're just like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I know the no
At
makeup
least-
thing's ridiculous.
Honestly, at least she was hot when she was younger. Imagine being Bella Ramsey. She looks like a fucking
oh yeah, she's
potato.
disgusting.
Susan Boyle's pretty gross.
I don't know. Bella Ramsey's worse.
Oh, so
The
bad.
girl from Last of Us,
Last of Us, you know who we're talking
Oh,
about?
the young kid?
the lesbian.
Susan Boyle might be
she's
the
a-
worst looking human ever, and she's a voice
She's
of a
not even a
god.
lesbian. She's a non-binary or whatever she is.
Is that true?
By the way,
look at
some
they-
guy
they-
also in the comments was like,
Yeah,
this
I
guy
mean,
sounds
I'm
like
not
he's
She's a
hating-
lesbian in the show.
I'm
Sounds
not
like
hating.
he
Yeah,
blew
she's a
frogs.
lesbian.
Frogs,
so-
yeah.
I'm like, buddy, do me a favor. Go back to your miserable life.
I know. I saw a couple comments. One kid was like, it's a good Asian accent. It's not the best. It's like, yeah, dude, I'm not Asian. That,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
no
Like,
shit.
Oh, this is what I wanted to talk about. Can't believe I forgot about it. It was the cold medication and the beer. early on this podcast, I was like, it's just me and Danny. I said, is it okay to do an Asian accent if you aren't Asian, but you like friends with these guys? He's like, it's fine. So I did this accent of these Cambodian guys I used to play with. Oh, Big Jack. You know Big Jack. I did this whole thing, right? So Danny just sits there.
Never said anything.
Slow rolls me for fucking
He didn't want to show.
120 episodes.
He didn't want to show you up.
Dude, 120 episodes?
No,
He's a
to
gentleman.
to be fair, your Cambodian accent's not bad.
I understand, but it's not.
It's not the same.
We're talking about like,
not the same.
dude, we're talking
It's like
Larry
watching the
Bird.
WNBA and the
We're
NBA.
talking about Larry Bird.
Angel Reese can't hit a fucking layup.
Yeah.
I dominate Angel Reese in men's league.
Larry Bird, Dennis Johnson.
Yes.
We're talking about two different
Yeah.
things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, but I actually remember that, and I was
Can
like,
you
oh,
bring us out a little something to get us out?
so if you want to see me, I will be in the Nick Comedy Stop May 16 on Washington Street. Nick Comedy Stop opening up for Corey William, the AJ, and the Gabby and me, big boy.
Big boy, you want to play?
There's this Cambodian golfer. Look him up. Asian band. His name's like Mickey. Sounds exactly like that. It's
But
so good.
But it is like,
Yeah.
Dude.
I might have sent it to you guys. The Asian guy that does the different ones.
Yeah.
So like I can't do Chinese.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah,
do Jap.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
strictly Vietnamese and Cambodian that I got.
Yeah.
The guy yesterday taking Addie out of Children's Hospital shit thing. We were walking out, this fucking guy who was like Cambodian, this guy, get in the car. And she goes, it sounds just like Danny. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, he's professional.
I'll give you guys a little inside baseball though. So like there was a huge thing we used to say. The Vietnamese kids used to say, fuck your mother.
Yeah.
So like I learned how to perfect that.
Yeah.
And it's just do my mate. So if you ever want to say fuck your mother, it's do my mate.
No, my mate.
You're unbelievable.
No, my mate.
That means fuck your mother.
I'm gonna be doing that.
So
like
next Friday night in Chinatown, just scream out.
Oh, I
"Ooh,
said
mama."
fuck your mother to some old 80-year-old guy crossing the street in Everett the fucking other day. I legitimately looked out the window. I said, your fucking shirt sucks. And he's like, yeah, okay. I'm like, I'll get out there and slap you back from wherever you came from. Fuck your mother. Fuck your mother is a great thing to say to someone.
Yeah, so is do my mate.
Yeah.
And it has to
No,
come.
my mate.
It has to come from
No,
your throat.
my
Like
mate.
pause.
No.
Do my mate.
All right, we'll see you on Patreon in a minute.
Do.